No.
All right. Well,
James, if you're not aware of what lolly porn is, it's illegal in the UK. It's child porn but cartoon.
Jack, you're lucky that was lolly, because we'd have fucking downloaded that straight away. Had we have had that, Jack, we'd have been fucking put in prison.
No, it's not.
Lolly's
illegal, Jack.
Lolly's illegal.
In the UK, Jack, it's illegal.
It's child porn.
It's pseudo images, Jack. Pseudo images is illegal still.
I don't have that.
No, Jack.
No, they're saying you wanked off to it.
You masturbated to it, yeah, Joe. Oh God, Jack, you did.
No, I didn't.
Jack, just tell the truth to your father.
Swear to God, Jack.
Jack, no one can help you if you keep stuff.
Please, Jack, for the love of God. It's been... Just please tell the truth, Jack.
You've got to be open about this.
Right, Jack. Yo, Jack. If I pull that video up right now, what would you be saying?
You'd be saying, yes, you did. Yeah, he's banned him.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jack, what are you doing?
He's just trying to tell your dad, Jack. That's all.
Can your dad still hear us? Because you've just banned someone for threatening to show evidence of something.
I don't think he can hear us. James, can you still hear us? No. They've banned that guy for trying to show you the proof.
I don't want to see.
No, but it's illegal in the UK is what they're saying. And there's video of him doing it.
Apparently.
Which can actually get him in trouble with the police. Because it's classed as child pornography.
I really don't want to be involved with this. This
isn't me. I'm not involved with child porn. I don't want to be. But this is something Jack's done.
Child porn either. I'm not involved with child porn either.
I'm staying far the fuck away as I can.
Jack, I didn't know you'd done this, in my opinion. I don't mess around with child porn. I can't. Jack, why have they got video proof of you doing this?
I don't fucking know it.
So tell the truth to your dad. Just say yes or no. That's all we want. Just say yes or no, Jack, because there's video of you doing it.
It's not me.
Oh, man.
The dad will protect you if you don't tell the fucking
Jack,
truth.
it's for your protection. We're not bullying you. It's for your protection.
Okay. I don't think it's for protection, but it's for transparency.
Yeah. Just tell the truth.
No, I haven't.
Okay, Jack, whatever.
Right. Leave it then.
Let me just mute my piece. Let me just throw all my PCs in a field somewhere.
That is the most suspicious thing I've ever heard.
Jack, you understand we're your friends. All these people are saying these things to us.
Go and get me a shovel.
Oh my God, man!
I'm gonna bury my devices somewhere.
You can't.
No, I want to bury all my devices now.
I've got a shovel.
Get me one now.
I haven't got one.
I'm going.
Bury your device. What do you want to bury him for?
Because there's video evidence of the child porn thing.
I do not want people
No, there
to find
isn't.
it.
I'm confident that there isn't.
Take me to the nearest field you can find now.
Why?
I'm burying my devices.
And you're saying this on microphone so they can all clip you.
Are you that fucking stupid, Jack?
Take me to a field so I can bury my devices. You are a fucking retard, aren't you? Some of the stuff. You're not getting rid of your devices because I know there's nothing on them. So why are you saying these things for effect yet again?
Because I want to now.
Oh, whatever, Jack. Whatever.
I don't know what I didn't even know about this lolly. I don't fuck with that shit. He's deafened now. Fucking
yeah.
He's been caught with lolly, paedophile. That's wrong. Rick, he's watching child porn.
Yeah, I know.
It's disgusting.
I
didn't know he did this.
I'm not gonna empathize with the guy, but okay, at least it wasn't actual
No, but it's fucking illegal.
It's still fucked, but at least it wasn't actual kids.
No, we're not unmuting because he's gonna come undeafened. Can you make general admin or private, like time. I don't know.
Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Which Deluxe was back in here?
Right, Jack, are you and Devon now? Are you going to talk or?
Yeah, go on.
Right, Deluxe is saying he's got video evidence of this lolly thing.
Oh, whatever. Tell him to do whatever. The police have been here 3 times already. I'm not being held to ransom by Deluxe or anybody else. If they've been here 3 times, what's the 4th time? They may well have already seen this, Jack, if it's historic, if it's from ages back. Because it was recent they were here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do you think I need to move, Jack? Because of what the trolls have been saying about me.
Oh, Dad.
What?
Why do you think Rick has to move house? Because of all the trolls of what people are doing to Rick.
Yeah, well, because Rick puts himself in front of the trolls as well, just like you do.
Instead
of walking away and shutting them down, if you take away their oxygen, they can't. Yeah, they've got nothing.
Jack, you see, the problem is the amount of shit we got sent. We don't know what's true and what isn't true. It's like Boy Who Cried Wolf. I don't know what to believe anymore. So you saying something's true, some other guy saying something's true. I don't know what the fuck to believe.
But we just know is that they have tons of stuff on you.
That's
Folders.
why it's hard to believe anything. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
We're just trying to help you, Jack. We're not trying to bully you.
I know. Hang on. Right, let me just grab my phone.
Okay.
What are you on your phone for?
I'm phoning the police. I'm getting the police over here.
You don't, Jack. It is not an emergency. You don't phone the police at this time of night. You do it during the daytime. You don't pick up the phone and dial.
Jack, you can't ring the police. There's nothing they can do.
You don't phone the police unless it's an emergency. It doesn't work like that, Jack. You can't just demand that the police come. Can you?
I know. And I bet people are clipping this.
More than likely. And then you go and say stupid things that aren't true just to give them something else to clip.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to bury my devices. You know you've got no reason to bury your devices, so why say it? Oh.
I just don't understand why they have all these videos. It's just wrong and disgusting.
Who invited Deluxe back in here?
I still don't believe. What did you say about Deluxe?
Yo, what's up?
Jack, just let them talk a minute, and if they're being a troll, I'm banning them.
Yo, Jack, if I was unmuted before you, I would have backed you on that whole Nelly situation, because he was grooming you. That was clear as day. We tried to let you know that as well.
I was just going to say that I don't know what he's put you up to, and whether these videos that are circulating you've been put up to it by him, and he's put them out there. I've said from day one there was something not right.
Yeah. Honestly, Nelly ain't a nice person for Jack to be around. Not at all. Even Rick believes it.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nelly put him up to some of this.
I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
Well, he's telling me that.
I hope not, because I'd be up there now killing him.
Okay, Rick.
Well, he has. And I can guarantee.
Jack, but you've been getting these people messaging you. Nelly didn't do that.
No,
Jack,
you've been sending.
What about that last one?
15-year-olds.
That last one, Jadney. What about her? What happened there?
What?
He says he didn't know she was 14, I mean.
Jack, it was clear as day. She wrote it. She wrote that she was 14.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did, Jack. It's in the screenshot.
The screenshot, she did. I read it.
And she kept saying no, she doesn't want to interact with you. You kept saying it.
At the time when I saw that months ago that you were hacked, and it wasn't you, is what you said to me.
You shouldn't be lying to your father.
See, Jack. Hey,
Jack, come on, your dad's not stupid, is he?
Jack, I have the recording of her coming to us as well, almost in tears, not knowing what to do. Right?
I didn't know she was crying to you. That's
Well,
not nice.
Well, yeah, she was.
She weren't proper in tears, but you could tell she was there.
So you made her upset, Jack, is it? From doing it?
No.
Yeah, Jack.
Why have they got video evidence of her being upset?
I don't fucking know.
Fucking hell, Jack.
Because you made her uncomfortable, is what they're trying to say. Delex is trying to say.
Yeah.
No.
Jack, you did.
No.
Do you want to just post it then?
Oh, fucking! I'll have to fucking find it first. I record hours of shit.
Bye bye.
Why did you ban him for?
Because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to show Jack's dad.
But Jack,
The dad's just trying to protect you, Jack.
Jack, he needs to know.
Rick, why are you being such a baby rapist for?
What is wrong with you, man?
You're being a
Whoa! I'm not baby rapist at all.
Where the hell did that come from?
Me and MC Styles are good friends now.
No, you're not.
Jack, please, for the love of God, shut up.
Jack, just stop. That's disgusting.
He's backing me up now.
No, he isn't. That guy is a convicted paedophile that you're talking to.
I am taking the piss.
James,
I don't even.
No, you better not be talking to MP Styles. He's a nonce.
I'm not even talking to him. I was taking the piss.
But this isn't the time to take the piss, Jack. Because you're banning people who saying they have stuff of you, like actual illegal stuff.
Called MP Styles who tried to call me out.
MP Styles is a convicted paedophile.
And I'm not one.
Seriously telling me that Rick was asking, not Rick, Nelly was asking you to do stuff.
Yes.
And you're
I've seen pictures of that.
And was he asking you in text or in voice?
In voice, in the survey. He was doing it on his stream. He did it one time on stream. He asked me to do something.
Nelly's a creepy character. He's such a weird man.
I swear he's...
Well, then I'm going to the police about it.
I swear he's asked me.
Because that is taking advantage of someone who's vulnerable.
Exactly.
That's true there. That is true.
I swear he has, honestly.
Regardless of the fact that you were...
But Jack, he hasn't made you send these nudes to people.
You're vulnerable.
I know.
Regardless of whether you're 17, 18, 19 or 20, you are vulnerable. And if you are telling the truth that he was asking you to do stuff, then he's got questions to answer. Just like you have.
It's all out of order. Everything.
Man, I just wanted to play some zombies. How did this happen?
Jack, I'm not a paedophile and I'm not a baby rapist.
Police got to come regarding safeguarding issues, Jack.
I don't know.
And how many times have they got to give you advice and tell you that you should stay away from Discord before you actually listen to them? No, they've told you themselves never to go back on there.
I know.
We warned you about going to this guy's server.
They told you themselves that they had enough stuff that had been sent to them for them to seize your devices, but they weren't going to. You should have listened and not gone back there.
Jack, but we told you not to go in there, and now they're sending all your nudes again, and now your dad knows what you've actually done.
Like, if you remember what I said to you, right? I said, have a private Discord and then have the rest of the people in the YouTube chat. That's what I said to you from the start.
And
but you wouldn't listen.
I know.
You didn't listen to us, Jack.
I know.
But now they're all sending your nudes again, and now your dad's found out about all this Colgate crap that you've done to yourself and other things because of what's happened.
I know.
Well, we tried warning you.
I know. Please don't bin it up.
Well, all right, Jack, you're going to have to... What are you going to do, Jack, exactly? Because clearly, me telling you to close down your server and delete your Discord account and leave, you're not going to listen to because you don't want to. So what do you plan on doing?
I don't know.
Because I'm not letting this take up any more of my time tonight. It doesn't actually achieve anything. It's not productive, is it?
I know. No.
Guys, do you know what I should do? Take him off the internet.
He can't, Rick.
Well, take him off social media.
You can't.
Yeah,
he's an adult.
Social media.
He's an adult. He can make his own decisions, sadly. Like, as sad as it is.
No.
Rick.
If he's in his father's position, his father should take him off social media altogether.
His dad shouldn't be looking at him like a watchdog all the time.
No,
He's got a
but
life.
you have
He's
to
got a life of his own. He's got to look. He's got to take Ashley places as well. Like he's got shit to do. You can't be watching Jack 24/7, Rick.
I know, but it's just all the news and stuff that's been posted and everyone has of him. It's all vile.
The only thing I'm confident of is he hasn't done it in the last since January because he hasn't been on Discord.
Right. Okay. That's good. That's good because, like I said, as
whatever
far as I
they
know,
got-
everything's
Apparently,
historic.
he's been on Discord in like April on Codeology account or something like that. Because someone has videos of him on talking to Nelly.
Were you? So you've done that behind my back, have you?
No.
Jack
Yes, you did.
No, I haven't.
Because I was in that
I
server.
was only speaking
N-
to and that was it.
Rick was in the call, Jack.
Yeah, but that account's closed down, now, isn't it?
Yeah,
But that was in April. That was
Yeah,
in
well-
April.
I can't account for, but I've been watching him very closely since January anyway.
Well, I believe you, honestly. I don't know anything about that Nelly guy.
I think whatever is surfacing is historic up until the time, probably right up until the time the police came and he came off Discord.
All these videos.
Jack, there's nothing I can do.
Why, Jack? Why do you think I don't get involved with Nelly's stuff anymore?
But if you're telling me that he's been asking you to do stuff,
He
then
has.
that's basically grooming a vulnerable person.
Like Jack, I don't know Nelly, but I know he is a very strange man. Like from everything
He
I've
was
seen,
grooming me as well.
he's such a strange man.
He was doing it to me as well.
He's not normal.
He is sick
I'm
in the
gonna
head,
go
that
to the
Nelly guy.
police about that, Jack.
You should, because that Nelly is weird. He's proper weird. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he's had another stuff.
Jack, hold on. But we warned you about Nelly, and you kept modding him in your YouTube channel.
Yeah,
You
because
kept talking to him.
because Nelly was nice to him and he's got.
Right.
This is the thing. Jack can't regulate when people are genuinely being nice to him or when they're setting him up. He's just like, oh, I've got a friend, because he hasn't got any friends because he doesn't go out on his own, which isn't his fault. It just is what it is. But
He should be having a social worker, and then he can do stuff with his social worker then.
they won't give him one, Rick. I've tried.
That's fucking disgusting.
I've tried.
When I was living in Wales, I had a social worker.
Yeah, well, they won't give him one. He doesn't meet the criteria. I've tried and tried and tried. He does not meet the criteria. And
Well, he needs one now.
Rick, you'd be surprised how hard it is.
it's and any requests for support are just farmed out to.
There's so many trolls joining. I can't.
Is that your server with trolls joining?
Yeah.
Well, get them out of there.
Well, why are they not getting them out of there?
Because I don't know who's who.
Jack, we don't know who's
I
in.
don't know.
They're admin. I can't.
Yeah, but Jack, we don't know who's in.
Take George out.
I'll get.
Take Babu out. Because
Who?
we don't know who he is.
I can't control my server 24/7.
Wait,
Jack, they're the ones posting your stuff.
Do you know what I said to you to do? What did I say to you last night?
What?
When you're not online, you close down the chat so nobody can type or say or put anything. And then you turn it on when you're actually online and you can monitor it.
That's a good idea.
Oh, fucking, it's a brilliant idea. So why didn't you do it when I told you yesterday? What did I say to you last night when you went to bed? I said, in order to stop your server getting raided, turn the chat, because you can turn the chat off. can't you?
Jack, I hate to be smug, but I literally wrote a tool to do that, like specifically.
You specifically, if you're not in front of the server, you shut it. You shut it so no one can type or say anything until you are there. Easy. Like I said to you, give me the fucking server. I'll control it for you. And then there'll be no fucking about.
Give it to your dad.
I manage like over 100,000 people in a couple of places, and I don't get any of these problems.
Right, I'll do it for you.
It's not hard to control thousands and thousands and thousands of people as long as you got rules and you don't take any shit. And if people break the rules, they're gone and they don't get a second chance.
Okay, good. I'll give it to you. And then
I don't want it, Jack. I'm not getting dragged into this shit
Right.
full of like children.
Right.
I don't mean present company, but like Helmut, 18-year-old, clearly got issues. But
Clearly
then
got Down syndrome.
Helmut's really got problems with himself. I'm sorry, but yes.
I hate to sound like I hate to be harsh, but
You know what did they do to you the other month? They faked an email that you supposedly sent, threatening to kill somebody.
And then police came.
And then they phoned the police and reported you, and the police came knocking the door, and it wasn't even you.
Jack, why have you not mentioned any of this? This is so fucked.
They used something called Proton Mail.
Oh, that's like encrypted email, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 They
made
And they did it to me as well. So don't worry.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
They took your domain. They faked an email.
We didn't fake an email.
On your domain.
We didn't fake an email. It was legitimately sent to us.
Saying you've been threatening to kill people.
It was sent to me.
And you didn't do it.
He threatened to hire a hitman against me because I took his domain. Well, I didn't take his domain, it was someone else.
Yeah, but he didn't send the email.
That's a witness I confirm it.
How? It came from his email.
It didn't. It came from Proton Mail. He doesn't even have a Proton Mail account. He never heard of Proton Mail.
He's technically savvy. He should know what
I mean, to be honest, for an IT student, I find it quite surprising he hasn't heard of Proton Mail. It's like recommended all the time.
Well, I'm telling you, he's never heard of Proton Mail.
Right, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Quite factually.
If I knew that at the time, I probably wouldn't have got as angry at it.
Oh, so it was you that phoned the police?
No, I didn't phone the police. It was someone else, but
it was.
I mentioned it.
It was.
They said
it was Macaulay or whatever.
The police said it was somebody in Greece.
Yeah, it was a friend of mine. I mentioned it to him.
Wasn't it? Or
Nicholas, whatever.
Nicolay or whatever.
Yeah, well, Jack didn't send that email. He genuinely
didn't. If he didn't send that email, that's fine with me. I didn't know at the time.
No, he did. He definitely didn't.
Then
because he got really upset about it. Jack can't even check his student.
Okay,
email
I'll unmute the next one.
Email. He just doesn't do email.
Let's go.
Right.
Yo, Jack, you did send that email.
No, I didn't.
There's proof of it, Jack. I'll ask Kenneth right now, shall I?
Abdul.
It was Kenneth.
And it was addressed to me.
You threatened Kenneth.
Yeah, he didn't send the email.
No, he did. Oh my god, he did.
I'm not dealing with this, man.
There's proof of this.
Yeah, just go muted.
Well, where's the proof?
Oh, fucking hell. I'll have a look. It'll take you a while because there's so much on him.
Trust me, he has never heard of Proton Mail.
He has.
The wording in the email, and not even how he would string a sentence together. I know him. I'm his dad. I know his how he phrases and how he types and how he writes.
Yeah, you don't know what he gets up to online though. That's a concerning thing.
Well, why would I know what an adult gets up to online?
Well, is a vulnerable adult, isn't he?
I got the screenshots.
Oh yeah, just post it in there then. Oh, okay. Can you not send? Send it to
I don't know how to change the perms.
I'll send it in a minute.
Just use images and links. You can put it in there, can't you?
You deal with this.
Okay, send it to me and I'll send it here.
You fucking deal with it.
Sam, send it to Alyssa, yeah?
Yeah, right.
I'm going upstairs.
See, he's running off now. He's running off because
you can't just walk.
I'm gonna go jump off. I'm gonna go jump.
Jack,
I can say one thing. Hold on. When me and Jack were in the same class, we learnt about Proton Mail in year 2.
I'm gonna go jump out my window. I'll be back.
Jack.
Guys, let me talk or I'm muting you.
Right.
In level 2, we learnt about Proton Mail. So I don't know how old this is, but Jack does know what Proton Mail is.
Oh, this was this year. This was this year.
It was
so
recent.
he does know what Proton Mail, because we did that in our exam.
Yeah.
And see, it was addressed. The emails were addressed to me, but they were sent to Kenneth.
Yeah. He always thought it was Sam that took the domain. He never thought it was Kenneth.
He literally threatened to send a hitman to my house.
Yeah.
And you genuinely, seriously thought that was worthy of wasting police time over?
Wasting police time? It's a threat to life, James.
Yeah, I didn't.
Shut up.
It's a threat to life, James. That's illegal.
Get out.
That's illegal, James.
I didn't even.
Listen, I didn't come down in the last shower, mate. You know.
Neither did I.
You know damn well that Jack is no threat to you, but you chose to phone the police anyway. Come on.
I didn't phone the police on anyone. A threat to life is a threat to life, though, James.
I didn't phone the police.
And you're here talking to him in his channel. You were that scared.
I'm calling him out, yeah.
For your life that you're now back here engaging with him in his channel. Yeah.
I wasn't concerned about my life.
Exactly.
It weren't addressed to me.
Oh, so he. Oh.
Come on.
No, shut up, Jack.
Wait.
Shut up.
Hang on. Let me listen.
It was Jack.
Let me say something. He can't talk because he had his fucking piece.
Where is this coming from?
Oh, Jack, stop talking about the NCA, yeah? Fuck off.
Jack,
this isn't funny because you're being exposed for all this shit. This isn't funny, Jack.
Jack, he made it because he was a fucking member of Rage.
Oh God.
Jack, this isn't funny because you're being exposed with all these nudes. This isn't funny.
I didn't call the police on him, just for note.
Yeah, it wasn't anyone in here that called police on us.
No.
Well, somebody did.
No.
Who was the email address to, supposedly?
It was the domain that it was the email that the domain was registered to.
Don't know what it is off the top of my head.
I don't know what the email was.
I don't know.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, pork bun.
Can you all hear me all right?
Yeah. It was pork bun, but I don't know what the specific email was.
Yeah, I don't know what the...
Man, how did me going from wanting to play zombies with Norris to this, how did that happen?
Because his dad didn't know that he did stuff to his knob.
I didn't know this shit either.
Jack always... Jack
I'm gonna
just...
go jump out my window. I'll be back.
Jack.
See you, Jack.
Stop acting like this.
Jack, come on, man. Come on.
The fact that he's just saying these sorts of things means...
Jack, if you break the blind...
I'm fucking doing it.
Oh, stop it, Jack. Come on.
I'm fucking doing it. I'm fucking doing it, man.
I'm losing the words to live. This is so fucked.
I'm fucking...
James, he needs to go to a mental institute.
Oh, no, I ain't doing that shit. Look at that.
Put him in a fucking mental home.
Jack, do you know how hard it is to get in one of those? You'd be really surprised.
Big drop. I ain't fucking doing that. Look at that.
Grow up, Jack.
James, he needs to go into a mental home.
Rick, let him calm down a sec.
This is all because his dad didn't know about the nudes and everything else that's gone on. I need to...
What the fuck have I got here?
This is fucking nuts.
I'm not nuts.
No, this is nuts, Jack.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out my window. Foggers!
I'll put you through it fucking head first if you don't shut up and stop laughing and being a prick. What are you doing now?
You're unmuted if you need to talk. Are you not talking?
What, me? What?
Yeah, I've unmuted you if you need to say anything.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm just sending you that...
I'm fucking jumping out of my window.
I don't know how long it is. I think it's like 40 minutes.
Jack, please stop embarrassing yourself, man.
I haven't sifted through it yet, just to check.
Yeah.
Right, get out the fucking window then, cunt. Go on.
Oh,
Go on, out you go.
fuck you, no, James.
I'll lock it behind you. Go on.
No.
Well, shut up then and grow up.
Right.
I'm doing my head in now and I've had enough.
Right.
We are trying to help you, Jack.
Oh, do you want me to tell them as well how you threaten me and try to beat me up all the time, but you're not quite tough enough?
What?
What the hell, Jack?
But you just aren't quite...
No, I'm the one that sounds feminine.
Jack, you've got such a good dad, and you're just beating the shit out. You're not beating the shit. You're just taking the piss, basically.
Oh, well,
He's just he's abusing his dad. That's what.
My mum would not up to this shit.
No.
No.
If you was my fucking son, you'd be fucking dead by now.
Jesus Christ, Rick, really back of it.
I've just sent you that audio,
Okay.
Chadley.
Is this the girl?
That's the girl.
Right. Okay.
You'll
I'll
hear
post it
her
in
girl's
Banner.
voice. I don't know if you should post it. There might
Oh,
be
is it
personal
not? Is it
information.
not?
I haven't sifted through it. I don't know if personal
Let me talk
information
to
is.
James a sec, hold on. James, there's an audio clip of the girl that Jack was talking to or something.
I don't want to hear it.
Right, okay.
Why?
Because I don't want to hear it because it's your fucking mess, mate.
This is the 14-year-old.
Right, you should hear it because it is your son at the end of the day.
If I hear it, he's going to end up homeless. So I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I can lock it.
Yeah, no, but people can see it.
No,
Why
you
do you
see-
want me to?
Okay.
do this?
Yeah, lock it again. I'll lock it so people can't see it, okay?
Because I cannot
Lock
put up
it
with
now?
this shit, much more of this shit, Jack. I've had enough of it.
Right, I'm going to send the clip, but it's going to be locked so no one can see it because I don't want to disrespect this person.
No, don't put it in.
Right, why?
I'm leaving the server now anyway.
Yeah, but
Jack, that's a bit silly, isn't it?
But Jack, this I don't know. This is proof
Jack!
about the girl.
You've done all this to yourself.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
It's not me.
Bye.
Fuck off.
Listen. If what is this audio clip supposed to be?
The 14-year-old girl upset about Jack confronting and doing sexual things in DMs.
And why has somebody took it upon themselves to clip that?
I don't know.
That is sick.
I'm not sure.
I have absolutely no context to any of this.
It's locked. No one can see this. I don't know what this is. I have not seen this. Right, it's deleted then.
Wait, who deleted it?
I think Jack did.
Right, okay, of course he did.
Because I don't want to see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be an audio clip that anyone made. But the point is, if that is really a supposed 14-year-old girl really upset, then it's pretty damn sick for someone to clip it and share it around.
I think it is the real clip, yeah.
Then who in their right heads would clip that
I
and share
don't
it
know.
around the internet? That is not normal.
I'm not sure. But
Really
It's not
normal.
just
it shouldn't
really
have been
doing it.
happening.
James. It's not just me they're doing it to. It's they're doing it to Fat Dan.
Alex,
They're doing it
muted.
to Jack as well. It's not just me. It's
No.
not just Jack.
James, I was the one who recorded that, right?
And you took it upon yourself to share it on Discord.
No, I
Come
didn't.
on,
No,
man.
no,
That's
no, I
low.
didn't. No, I didn't.
I think he kept it
didn't
to
do that.
himself. I think.
That was private. That was private.
So
Yeah,
how did it end
we've
up
locked the
on
channel.
Discord then?
Hey, what's that?
How did it end up all over Discord if it was private?
It literally just ended up now. I've had to cut it down. I've
The
had
only
to
thing
cut it
that's been
down
leaked
into a
is the
40-minute clip.
Jack confronting them. The only thing that's been leaked is Jack confronting them with
I was confronting
messages. No, Jack. The only thing that's been leaked was the Pikachu.
Oh right, yeah.
Not the audio.
No, that remained private up until now, and it got put in a private channel.
And somebody's taken it from there and shared it all over the internet.
No, only
No,
only
no.
the thing that Jack was sending to this 14-year-old.
But no, this voice clip that I've not even listened to because I don't want to listen to it.
Right, okay.
How did that just end up here?
Right, as far as I can tell,
Fucking hell.
as far as I can tell, it was kept private until literally right now. And
Yes.
To show you.
and or whoever, and Deluxe has cut it down and then forwarded it to Alicia so she can put it in a private channel.
Yeah, to show you about the 14-year-old girl being upset. But
I know
they kept it private
nothing about this.
I cut it down into a 40-minute clip.
because she was upset and traumatized over Jack being
Yeah.
sending these messages to her.
So why
Is what
did
they're saying.
Why did she not go to the police, or did she?
I don't know. We all encouraged her to go to the police, but she's in Canada, so I don't know how the dynamics would have worked. Yeah,
It wouldn't work to the jurisdiction.
Yes, it would work.
it would have worked, Jack.
It would have worked. It could still work. It just takes time.
Yeah,
Took time.
I think she was concerned though about. Yeah,
Maybe she doesn't want her parents knowing she was getting.
Yeah, I don't think people like boxing themselves, like putting themselves out there.
Yeah, That's
I
what
think
she
that's
was
the problem.
Well,
concerned
that's
about.
my point. That's my point. She's now been doxxed because
No, she hasn't. She hasn't.
It's
She
been
hasn't.
kept private, is what they're trying to say.
She hasn't.
I
She
think
didn't.
I
She
don't know,
didn't
man.
put any private information in that.
And did she know you recorded it all?
That is not of her concern.
Well, there you go. So you've basically recorded her really upset and shared it on the internet without her even giving her consent.
All right, and then the other side of it
I'm
is
not trying
no,
to
no, no,
I'm
no,
not trying to
James,
defend
no,
anybody. I'm just
no,
saying
no,
that's
James.
not ideal, is it?
No, the other side of it is I didn't want to tell her that I was recording because I didn't want her to put a reaction on. All right,
So why did you record it for then?
Rick.
Because I think he wanted proof about her being upset over what Jack's done.
Rick, I record a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So
All right.
have you recorded it?
What?
What I say? That isn't true?
No.
Come on.
It's a witch hunt against you, Rick.
Come on now, you have recorded
Jack.
stuff.
Jack.
Come on.
Jack, this isn't about this. This is about you and your actions online.
This isn't about Rick.
This is about what you've been doing online, which isn't ideal, and it's disgusting.
You know,
Leisha, really back a bit.
At the end of the day here, Jack's done something he shouldn't have done, and somebody's been on the receiving end of it, and both what Jack has done and what the person who said has ended up on Discord. And that in itself is not right.
No, it's not.
It isn't. Whichever way you try and dress it up as justifiable, it isn't right.
It wasn't just her in that chat. There was like 7 other people in there.
Yeah, but it isn't right that it ends up all over the internet.
It didn't end up all over the internet.
It's been kept private. It's just a screenshot of Jack confronting her in messages that's been leaked.
Yeah, screenshots and now an audio clip of her being upset.
No one's seen that apart from me and you because we've locked the channel.
My point is, it's morally wrong to record it in the first place. Just like it's morally wrong, even though Jack's done something wrong, it's morally wrong to post it all over Discord repeatedly. It is.
Oh, fucking hell, James. Honestly, you're just justifying what your son does.
No, I'm not justifying anything.
Yes, you are.
Are you from Scunthorpe?
Am I from Scunthorpe? I'm not Ned, no.
No, I just said you got an accent from that kind of location. That's all.
No, I'm not.
He's from Norway.
I'm from Norway.
Are you?
Yes.
You sound British.
I fucking hell, yeah. I live in the UK, but I'm from Norway.
Ah, right, okay. So you came to UK when you were young then?
Yes.
Ah, right, got you. I understand now. I'm not justifying anything. I'm just saying. I'm just looking at the bigger picture here because, like, I report a lot of things to the police myself.
Right.
I probably file 2 or 3 reports a month about criminal activity, and
right.
I wouldn't dream of posting any of it on the internet in case it justified, in case it jeopardized a criminal investigation.
Well,
because feeding stuff into the internet does jeopardize investigations. It does.
Exactly.
James, we've took both approaches. We've posted it online and then we've withheld it until the police have got back. Neither have worked.
What's that, Jack?
They were taking the piss out of the server, like.
I don't care. It takes the piss out of me.
They were talking about this clip that emerged.
Yeah, of me doing what?
Apparently, you were riding on your bike.
Yeah.
And you got knocked over on your bike.
Yeah, someone found a clip of you or something.
Oh, when I got bin lorried.
Yeah. After perving on that woman's house.
Posted in the server.
And people were saying it was your own fault.
Well, it was found that the bin lorry was liable, and I got paid out quite handsomely for it. So
you got 1K, didn't you? Jack said.
You what?
You got 1K, Jack said.
No, it was more than that. It was closer to. It was around 2.
Oh, that's right.
Or just under.
And you bought like an electric scooter, didn't you?
Which I sold in the end, but
because they were illegal.
Now I
not
wonder
illegal.
how that
What
ended
does
up
this have
getting
to do
shared,
with
'cause I
anything?
didn't post it everywhere.
What do you mean? You posted it on Newsflare under James UK9.
Yes, I did. I licensed it to Newsflare. I remember now.
Yeah.
So they've got it from Newsflare, have they? Oh, that's interesting because Newsflare, as soon as it's licensed from Newsflare, then Copy what?
It's not been posted anywhere else online though, so it's not like you can do copyright claims.
Well, you know, I don't give a shit.
Okay, yeah.
Why would I care?
That's what you're getting at.
It fucking hurt. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
That woman's ass looked nice though.
It took quite a while to
One
get over
running.
that. It was like the rib injuries took about 6 months to stop hurting.
Yeah. How was that woman's ass?
What?
That woman's ass that you looked at while you were riding up. It looked alright, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
When was it? When you were riding on the bike?
When I went up the lane and around the corner, there was a jogger that was just about to cross the road.
Yeah.
And I just looked in her direction and everybody decided that I was a pervert.
At her ass, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have done the same, James. Don't you worry.
Crossing her. But then she was fit, so who wouldn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you.
Yeah. We're getting married next month.
Fuck you, though.
Fuck off.
Jesus.
No, I just, you know, I'm not. I've not for 1 second defend what Jack is doing or done. I wouldn't, because he's not a toddler. It's his mess. He can deal with it. All I can do is advise him. But
What those threats?
Posting shit all over the internet is wrong. But then that's just my old-fashioned view.
You sent messages to someone who messaged you around the time that Jadney incident happened.
I sent messages. Oh, when somebody was texting me, yeah, I can't.
Yeah, someone was texting you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what was said.
You threatened to ship him to the police. What happened about that?
I went to the police.
What happened?
I've no idea. I just gave them the number.
All right. So,
What?
yeah, nothing happened.
Oh, I don't know. I mentioned it to the police. Well, because when actually it was around that time that the police, or not long after that the police came to see Jack, and I said that I'd received this text from I don't know who's. And this was the number, and these were the messages, and they read them, and he wrote it down in his notebook. And I never heard anything about it ever since.
What was really bad is I was streaming one, and some idiot decided it would be a fucking hilarious idea to send the fucking fire department to my house.
Yeah, we have had the fire department come.
Yeah, I know you said before, and that is awful. I'll agree there.
We've had the police arrive. We've had the police come and speak to Jack 3 times in the last. Since around last September, October, 3 times.
What was all that for then?
This stuff online.
Right, like what though?
Well, you know, what was said is irrelevant, but
okay.
Let's just say they weren't very impressed.
Yeah. Because I remember we spoke to you that other time, and you said that they weren't going to do anything to him because there was no identifiable victim.
Well, I believe that, but you know, at the very least they could have done was seized his devices and searched them, but they decided not to do it. I don't know why. I didn't ask them. They wouldn't tell me exactly what it was that they were investigating.
Right, no, yeah.
But they have been 3 times about it.
So the flat out say he's racist across the board.
Yo, Rick, we can hear your shit.
Rick, mute
Yeah, he knows that live.
Yeah.
So it was you that was texting me then, was it?
It weren't me. I know who it was, and nothing has happened to them.
But was that their real name, what they told me it was? I can't even remember, but they gave me a name and address. Was that fake or real?
That'll have been fake, yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this will be why then nothing's happened then, because they've obviously given
What do you mean?
name and address.
What?
What
are you saying?
When they texted me, I demanded to know their name and address, and they gave me a name and address.
Hang on, I'll have a look, see if I got a message of the address. He wouldn't give you his own address, though, I know that much.
Well, they gave a name and address because I handed it to the police.
Right, yeah.
I'm as sick of, you know, you can sit there and think I'm defending Jack. I'm not. I'm sick of all this.
Yeah, I mean, James, I'm just being honest. None of this would be happening to this extent if fucking Jack was not doing the shit he was doing. Like, he's a nonce. I'm sorry.
I'm not defending you. How can I? How can I defend that? How can I possibly defend if you've done these things? Not okay. It'll never be okay. But I will go to the police regarding Nelly if what you're telling me is true, because I'm not having that. As I said right from day one.
I was in, James, I was in the server when he was doing it. I was actually there.
Jack? Is Jack there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't Nelly try and get you to dress up in a little dress for him?
Yes.
Yeah, I was there for that as well.
So
he did do that.
He's not making it up then.
No, he's not. He's not making that up.
See, this is what concerns me. Putting aside the screenshots of the messages,
Yeah.
The what concerns me is the origin of these videos with the toothpaste and whatever. He wouldn't have done that unless someone had put him up to it.
I think that was conversations between him and Bella or him and Marie or something. I don't know.
Well, about like him going on live cam and doing
Even
that.
then, he shouldn't be doing that shit if they're minors.
He did it on. Well, yeah. Jack was under the belief that they were children.
He can make that decision.
Or is this just you making assumptions of that?
Huh?
He asked if we were there. Yes.
And I was there as well.
Yeah. Do you want Nelly's address, by the way?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm related, but why has no one reported Nelly to the police for this shit?
Well, I will do. Because
Well, there's
honestly, look, I'm a firm believer in if Jack's done wrong, in him facing the consequences for what he's done.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I also have to balance. Shut up, Jack. Shut up, Jack, and don't interrupt me.
Jack, it's been going on for months, mate.
It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Shut up and let
Is
me.
there like actual evidence of this Nelly doing shit? Like,
there's loads of.
I mean, if you can assemble evidence, it would be helpful.
Not necessarily on Jack, but there's a lot on him. Hang on, I'm going to try and find his docs for you. It's on Docspin. So.
The thing is, right? Like as I said, if Jack's done wrong, then he faces the consequences of what he's done. But I'm also mindful of the fact that whatever people think of him, and he's an adult and he shouldn't be doing this. Whatever people think of him, he has a learning disability. He's autistic and he's vulnerable, and he does get taken advantage of. And he has in the past done stupid shit because someone's put him up to it, and he's done it just because he thinks it'll earn him friends, because he doesn't have any real life friends, because he doesn't go out anywhere.
If I may interject, there's a few people in here that also have a disability.
Equally,
so
as much as what he's supposed to alarms me, it alarms me that you're telling me that people like Nelly are putting him up to doing stuff.
Not with the nudes.
Not with the nudes. That was on him.
Well, where did they come from then? The nudes.
Jack
He
talking
sent them.
to people. That was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, which people? Who? Like the one with the Colgate? Who was
Like
that?
the 14-year-old and everything. That's a real 14-year-old, is what they're trying to.
Jack will have sent them images and videos to people that he thought were young girls.
Um,
And one of the people went to us not even on our accord.
Actually standing up and saying, Jack sent me this?
Yes.
One was a minor.
One was a
Who
minor.
was that? Who is this person?
The one that I sent with the clip.
That was that Jadney girl.
Yeah.
And how do I get hold of her?
Well, I don't think she wants to be contacted by the father of the subject.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that. I'm not stupid. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not giving you her contact details.
No, I mean, how do I facilitate the police getting hold of her?
I can sort someone out.
Pardon?
I can try and sort someone out.
No, I don't need you to sort something out. I'm just asking.
All right. Well, there we go then. I can't sort anything out, can I?
Yeah?
I'm not giving you the victim's contact details.
Right, okay. So...
You'd call me shit for doing that. You call me shit for posting the audio.
I don't think it's a good idea for Jack on these.
You're already telling me that it's... I find it hard to know what to believe and what not to believe when you're telling me that, like, the person who was texting me, giving me a name and address saying this is who they were, was actually made up. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
then leaves me thinking, well, if this person was genuinely that concerned to text me and want to call me and text me, why would they lie to me about who they were? Why? What purpose is there in lying about who they are? Because I genuinely swear to God, cross my heart on my life, pass that information to the police.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
because
fine.
I wanted it followed up.
James, we know that you fervently fucking defend Jack. We know that you've chased people with crowbars, yeah? We don't want that happening to anyone else.
I've chased people with crowbars. Are you stupid?
Come on.
What?
Fucking hell. I've never been in trouble in my life. I don't even own a crowbar. Who would I chase with a crowbar?
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay. Well,
Do you genuinely believe I've chased people with crowbars?
unless that was a lie,
Well,
and they know who's lying.
Trust me, mate, right?
Well, I don't know who to trust right now, neither.
Well, I can assure you that if you can get someone to do a PNC check on me...
Jack said on voice chat that happened.
Oh,
He
well,
did admit that, yeah.
That's Jack just talking bullshit. Why are you telling people I chase people with crowbars, Jack?
Because apparently Ewan made a joke saying that he chased you with a crowbar.
That's a lie.
Maybe you chased him with a crowbar.
Why would I chase a child with a crowbar? Because a few years ago, Ewan was like 17, 18, like you. Why would I ever chase a... Jack, when have you ever seen me engage in violence with anybody? When? Ever? If at all?
No one. Ever.
So why tell people I'm chasing people with crowbars, Jack?
No, because someone made the joke about it.
Yeah, but you've got people here believing it. I have never, ever, ever been in trouble in my life. So why would I be chasing people with crowbars?
Someone made the joke about it. I went along with it.
So that's what he's saying, Jack.
You not see how dangerous stuff like this is when you've got like this guy, whoever he is. I don't even know who he is. I don't want to know.
Deluxe.
But when you've got people like this believing it and accusing me of chasing people with crowbars because of something you've said, and it's not true.
Well, it's what I've been told. It's by a reliable source.
Well, whoever the reliable source is lying, mate. I can assure you.
Okay. Yeah.
I've never chased anybody with it. I'm not even violent.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Well, someone was joking about me about it.
About me chasing people with crowbars?
No, chasing Ewan with a crowbar.
Me chasing Ewan?
Yeah.
I've never chased Ewan.
Someone claimed you did.
Well, if Ewan's here, he'll tell you I haven't.
Okay.
He's deaf under it now.
So whoever said it is full on lying.
Mm.
And what's even more fucked up...
I don't even own a crowbar.
What's fucked up, which is not even true.
Why would I have a crowbar?
What's fucked up, and it's not even true, yet people say it repeatedly. Apparently people are saying that I raped my own disabled sister.
Well, that's sick as well, because you haven't lived with her since you were 3.
There was an audio clip going around there.
Oh, I remember this.
Jack admitted to interfering with her.
Jack, well, that's another thing he said for effect then. Jack's lived with me since he was 3 years old. He's never been anywhere near his sister.
Right, yeah.
And that is actually factual.
Well, he has been near her, though.
No, he hasn't.
I'm pretty sure there's pictures on Tanya's Facebook.
Of what?
Of, well, them two.
Yeah, that'll be during a birthday party or something when he's supervised, when I'm there with him, because he's never been left with her.
Right, okay.
Like, the last time Jack spoke to his mother was...
Christmas last year.
Christmas Day, and you haven't spoke to her since.
Yeah, Christmas Day, also his birthday.
Yeah. He doesn't have any contact with her.
Right, yeah.
So, he's interfered with his sister. See, stuff like that is dangerous and sick, because that just isn't true.
Didn't Jack go on a holiday with her up to Sunderland earlier this year?
No, that was his eldest sister.
Oh, okay, all right.
Who is an adult.
Right, okay, all right, sorry, I was mistaken there.
You're very mistaken, yeah, because he's... He's got 2 older sisters. One is an adult, and that's who he went on holiday with.
She's the one that had a kid. Well, she obviously is the one that had a kid.
Yeah. And he's got another sister who's severely disabled.
That's Rebecca, right?
Yeah.
And then I got a sister who had a kid.
But Rebecca doesn't even live there anymore. Rebecca's been in supported living for years.
Right, yeah.
I have a sister who's had a kid, which is my niece.
That's my daughter.
Your daughter.
Alex. Yeah, he's got 3 sisters actually. 2 on his mother's side and 1 on my side. But they're all adults, so he hasn't been interfering with his sister. I can assure you.
Right. Okay.
Nikita's what? 20. What was Nikita? 25, 26?
6.
Yeah.
And
And Alex is 29. Yeah.
Rebecca.
20, 24.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Come here.
rumors like this going around are just dangerous. And I'd love to confront whoever said I chased him with a crowbar, because that is an outright lie.
All right. We won't get into that one anymore. I don't even know.
You can get into it as much as you like, mate. It's a lie.
Okay.
The only criminal activity I've ever been involved in was piracy back in 2002 to 2005. I talked about that this morning, and I got busted, but I got away with it.
Yeah, you're not the criminal in the family. I know it's all Tanya.
I don't know.
I'm Jack.
Wait, Deluxe.
Pardon? Hang on, Jack. I can't hear what he's saying. Sorry, say that again.
What?
What did you say?
What do you mean?
About me?
I didn't say anything about you.
You said something about I'm not the criminal, and then you went
You
over.
said Jack's a criminal.
Yeah, Jack. I said Jack's a criminal.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah.
Well, okay.
But I'm not disagreeing with you.
All right. It sounded talky there.
Okay,
Yeah, it's the tone. It's the tone, the way you speak to me, mate. Like I say, I didn't come down in the last shower. You clearly have a vendetta against Jack, and if you're gonna,
I do. Yeah, I do. I don't like people who talk to children.
Well, no, I know. I'm aware of that. I don't like it either.
Well, I don't know. You make it seem as if you don't really care.
Wait, Deluxe.
Well,
what's it, Jack?
Have you ever heard of the company called go on, tell the company.
Why are you talking about this, Jack?
We're not talking about that.
We're talking about this, Jack.
About the piracy thing.
This isn't anything about it.
Jack, we're talking about your fucking problems.
Your problems.
That was 17 years ago, Jack.
It was made in the 90s.
Jack, we're talking about this.
Oh, you're talking about Napster or something?
No, nothing to do with Napster. I was like...
It was called Cronin.
Centropy.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Oh, you wouldn't have done.
Yeah, too young.
But yeah, I was well and truly tucked up like a... But they didn't have anything on me.
And my mother.
Well, there's lots of reasons, Jack. I was involved in top sites that were actually set up by the FBI. I was a member on them. So yeah.
Nice.
But it's what it is. You learn your lessons, don't you? I never went back there again.
Jack, are you on your computer?
Why?
Are you on your computer?
Yes.
Go on Doxbin and get Nelly's address, will you?
Why?
Yeah.
I'm going to report him to the police.
Well, yeah, for your dad. It's 12. I think it's 12.
I'll get it. What's his name?
Should I just put it in general and
Go on Doxbin and then me, Nelly. I can't
Jack,
access
I'll
it.
grab it.
I can't access it with this VPN.
What's his name?
MENELLIE.
Then what?
I'm just looking to see
Wait.
if I still got that message.
MENE.
Yeah, I typed in Nelly. But I can't just type in Nelly because it won't show up with it. It will show up tons of people.
Wait, no, on Doxbin.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, Manelli will come up.
Jacob Bakos, 34 Cambridge Court.
No.
Tyndale Crescent, Bishop Auckland, County Durham.
What?
That was made up.
Who? What?
The name that I was given.
I'll say that again, sorry.
Jacob Bakos.
They've got it, don't worry.
No.
That's just free time.
34 Cambridge Court, Tyndale Crescent, Bishop Auckland.
That's JJS free time.
That is JJS free time. That's Jacob Trollope.
That's the name and address I gave to the police, by the way.
Yeah, that's Jacob Trollope. Yeah.
That's JJS free time.
What's he saying, Jack? Rick, I can't
That's
understand.
JJS free time. That's Jacob Troller.
So
Yeah.
he wasn't the one who contacted me, was it? I've
Yeah,
given
yeah. It must have been if he gave his address out to you. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So basically, whoever it was that texted me has wrote somebody else innocent into it all. Well,
Innocent.
Well, it clearly wasn't him texting me, was it?
I don't know. He might have been. I don't know who texted you.
You can take the piss all you like. I've had enough.
Well, let me go on Doxbin.
All right, James. Let's get his address for you first, though. This Nelly. Fuck.
Oh, what is it? Doxbin.com or Doxbin.org?
It's .com now. I think
It's not. It's net.
Didn't they change it?
It's Doxbin. The net thing.
it. Yeah, .net is
Doxbin.net.
.net is a different one. Yeah, but it's the same.
Wait, didn't they get rid of the
.org.
Aren't you on Doxbin?
.org got taken, Jack.
.com got taken down, didn't it?
No, .com's up.
Oh, why does it look weird?
You'll have to refresh it. What do you mean look weird?
It must be something. It must be a cache issue because it's looking weird on my.
Yeah, the only Manelli paedophile faggot. That's what it's called.
It's getting booted off. You can't go on it. It's getting booted.
No, you can go on it.
No, it's not loading. It's not loading.
We have registered.
Go on doxbin.com.
We have registered suspicious traffic coming from your.
Doxbin.com.
Yeah.
That's because you're on a VPN.
I'll post it. I'll DM it to you.
Maybe because they.
Oh shit! No, that's
they're
Helmet.
getting booted off.
That's Helmet. Fuck.
Maybe because
no, they're not.
No, they know it's me.
They're not Alicia.
A website.
Jack, what are you on about?
Alicia.
Keep logs of who goes to the site.
Alicia DMs.
I am fucking human then.
I have.
Oh my god.
It won't work.
You can't. No, you can't get the name.
Jack, I've got the Doxbin of Nenny.
They ain't getting slammed, Helmet. No one's getting DDoSed.
No, Doxbin is.
No, it's not.
You can't get on it.
No, you can.
Oh, no, you can't.
I'm on it right now.
Look, I can't get on there.
I'm on it right now. That's the link. Created November 28th by Hitler. 231 views, 1 comment.
Right, I've got the address here. Let me just post it. There we go.
Yeah,
there.
but what if it's not the right address?
It is the address.
Jack, do you know how many things I've sent to Nelly?
Right.
Yeah.
You're not the one responsible for the 5,000 million takeaway deleries.
That's the people here.
That's not me.
That's been reported to the police numerous times as well.
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing gets done about it. It's all good.
Well,
I've done it loads to some Scottish guy.
Yeah, but it's still not funny, is it?
Fucking amazing. Banter.
Well, it's not funny for the businesses that are losing out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do feel sorry for them, but
you don't care.
I have no conscience.
Well, there you go.
But I'm not a paedophile.
How old are you?
How old am I? Sorry, I got server muted there.
How old are you?
I'm in my 20s, if that's what you want to know. Mid 20s.
Well, yeah, so you've still got a lot of maturing to do then, basically.
No, I'm quite mature. I've got a place on my own.
Yeah, but hey,
farming, agriculture.
I moved home at 16 and I owned my own house by 19, but I didn't mature until I was at least 35. So, I've been there, done it.
Well, yeah, but don't you have autism? You said you had autism as well.
No, I don't have autism. I have Asperger's.
Asperger's. All right. Well, that affects.
Autism,
yeah.
That's what?
That affects how you see the world, then, that isn't it?
Well, what would you know about it?
You're
a doctor now, are you?
Does it, or does it not? Though, does it or does it not?
Pardon?
Does it or does it not affect how you see the world and how you react and all that?
It can vary in different people.
Okay, all right, okay. So it varies in person to person, does it not?
Yes.
For you, it doesn't affect you.
It used to a lot when I was younger.
Okay, yeah.
But it doesn't any longer.
Yeah.
For years. You get to a stage where you learn to manage it.
Yeah. Okay.
But honestly, one day you will sit back and you will realize that you might have done a lot of things for the right reasons, but you also did a lot of things for the wrong reasons, like the takeaways.
I'm in big shit right now. Don't you worry about that. I know that.
Why? What have you done?
Jack knows.
He got raided. He got raided as I told you. You know the website raid forums that got seized by the FBI.
Yeah.
He was a part of it.
Were you?
Yeah, I was an admin on it.
Well, if you Google Centropy, CENTROPY, piracy. They were back in the early 2000s to about 2004, 2005. They were the biggest, most prolific piracy group in the world.
Right, yeah. I'm looking at it now, actually, yeah.
Pardon?
I'm looking at it now, yeah.
And are you reading an article about Hunter One?
No, I'm looking at something by Torrent Freak.
Right. And they were linked to Datey was the DivX division. There was a 0 Day division. They were one of the biggest warriors groups in the world and the world leaders in movie piracy.
Mm.
And what we didn't know, because I was involved in those on IRC for a number of years and setting up servers and doing all sorts of things with them. And what we didn't know was for over a 2 or 3 year period, we were infiltrated by the FBI.
Yeah.
And it all came crashing down one day.
It was on the... And if you read one of the articles, one of the...
And believe you me, when they came into my house, there was like at least 20 of them. And,
Police?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's at least 20 of them, and they went straight. They came with a warrant looking for stolen goods. But when they came in the house, they went straight to 4,000 pirate DVDs that I had in the corner. But they were all single copies. They were my own personal copies, which they couldn't do a great deal about. And they went straight for my PC. And the first thing he said to me was, when he turned it on, well, what's the password? And I said, I'm not telling you. He said,
yeah, never given into shit
I'm
like that.
taking it. I said, well, you're going to take it anyway. So just take it. And it was AES 256 encrypted, and they couldn't get into it, basically. So I was one of the very few people in the takedown of CTP that got away with it, because they couldn't get anything on me.
It's all right.
And you still speak to one of the leaders.
I speak to 4 or 5 that were involved, but we're all adults now, Joe. We've all grown up.
I think, didn't you say what was one of the leaders who wasn't it?
I think there were 3 or 4.
One or whatever, was it?
Yeah, I think there was 3 or 4 people that did time for it and got serious fines, but they were the stupid ones. We didn't have VPNs back in those days. We used what you call BNCs. That's how we used to connect to FTP servers and to FNet and whatnot. And
did you use Telnet back?
No, it was FNet and LinkNet.
Because if you used Telnet, that was a really bad way to
No, it was FNet and LinkNet.
Did you know Telnet's a really bad protocol?
Where is this coming from?
So what trouble are you in? What have you done?
Oh, it's selling shit, weren't it? Selling databases.
How'd you get caught?
It was infiltrated as well. 2 months it was infiltrated for, though. That's all I needed, apparently.
Selling databases? In what respect? What type of databases?
Well, no, it was like the big databases and shit. Buying, selling. It was like trading.
Trading illegal stuff.
And
it's never been fucking.
Rick, you Mike. Yeah, it was just. What?
So, have you actually been busted?
Yeah, I got raided for it.
Did you get away with it?
It was well, it's still in. The case is still in.
How long?
It was earlier this year.
So you're on bail?
2-3 months ago, yeah.
You're on bail, are you?
Yeah, there's 2 others who got arrested in the UK. And one of them's been extradited.
So how did they catch you if you weren't... Were you not on VPNs?
Yeah, but, I mean, admins and that, we share a lot about ourselves.
So, yeah, because all you need is one weak link, and they pick it off someone else's PC, and straight away it brings the whole lot down.
Yeah.
This is why it's so important, if you're going to get involved in stuff like this, that nobody knows your true identity.
the site was dying anyway. I didn't think it was. I didn't
So
think
what-
it was going to end like that.
Was your people? Was all your equipment encrypted?
No.
Why not?
What was the point? It was done. That forum was dying. I didn't think it was going to reach that point.
But in terms of protecting yourself against getting busted, why weren't you encrypted?
Because I didn't think it was ever going to reach that point.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you don't.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm glad that I did get busted because that was what I needed to get out of it.
Yeah.
My mother was one who you up.
Your mother grassed me up, yeah.
Who grassed her up to DWP
For
or the
what?
police? Tanya.
Oh, when she was defrauding them.
Yeah, 9k she had to pay back.
Pardon?
9k she had to pay back, didn't she?
I don't know. It was a long time ago. It wasn't me. It wasn't me because I'm not. I don't do things like that.
You don't snitch.
I think it was somebody that she crossed. That she owed money to and wouldn't pay back or something. I don't know. It wasn't me because it was. I think it was to do with telephone lines she was operating or something.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Wink, wink.
My relationship with Jack's mother didn't last any longer than 6 months, and he was just a product.
Fucking hell. That's a nice way to talk about him.
Well, no, because
you love him though, don't you?
You can laugh and you can take the piss, but if he hadn't come to live with me at the age of 3, he would have ended up in care. So
thank God you took him on.
You can work out yourself what I feel about Jack, can't you? The fact that I didn't walk away.
Yeah.
Because I could have very
100%.
walked away.
You'd have been shit if you did that.
Well, I don't do that.
No, I know.
I have 3 kids and I brought them all up myself.
Good on you.
But my involvement with Jack's mother was very brief, and we don't talk to her from 1 year to the next.
How did you meet her, if you don't mind me asking?
How did I meet her? M-Player, I think it was, back in the day.
Oh, so you weren't one of her punters?
That was a fuck.
Okay.
I was never that desperate.
No, fair enough.
I just got divorced, I think it was, and the internet. Jack's been. It's been hard bringing Jack. I'm not going to lie. It's been tough.
Yeah, it's affected Tanya as well, hasn't it? Didn't she end up going to a mental hospital?
She's bipolar. She's diagnosed bipolar.
Most of it caused by me.
No, it was nothing.
Well, she lost her shit about me.
Yeah,
because of the stuff that people were sending.
It wasn't caused by Jack. It was.
Jack said Lucy was behind it or something.
Yeah, but people were posting. People were sending stuff about me to her, and she lost her.
Hey, Dad.
Your mother's always been batshit crazy, Jack. But what sent her over the edge was, for years, she was prescribed morphine.
Yeah.
For something wrong with her spine.
Sorry.
Yeah, so skinny now.
One day, she decided to come off it and basically went cold turkey, coming off the morphine, and it sent her nuts.
Okay, yeah.
It triggered. They reckon she'd been bipolar all her life, but it was that triggered the symptom. That's what she told me anyway. So I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Right, yeah. Jack just came on one day saying it was Lucy that put her in the hospital.
Lucy? Who's Lucy?
That's that guy who fucking doxed Jack. Yeah.
Lucy put your mum in hospital?
No, not in hospital. What?
Lucy put your mum in hospital?
No.
Your mother ending up in the hospital was nothing to do with you or me or anybody else. It was to do with.
No, what happened was,
It was to do with.
She was the one who put you know the docs I told you about where they doxed you and my mother. And
What?
my Flash flooding? No, it's been rain, is it?
Flash flooding?
Oh, that's no good, is it?
Look amazing weather up here.
I do like Jack's dad.
Jack's dad ain't too bad, yeah.
No.
I think the server's going to get nuked after this. Just
Yeah.
let me know.
Oh, it will.
I'll ask James.
Hopefully this conversation with him is calming him down.
No, I'm not gonna.
No, he's going to get therapy, I think.
No, I'm not gonna do this.
No,
No, I think you should, Jack.
No, I don't want
it.
to.
You don't want to what?
Nuke the server.
Who's telling you to nuke it?
Alicia and all the others.
Nice one, Alicia.
I don't give a shit. Let him know.
You're just going to get trolled forever then, aren't you?
No, James, we don't want him to...
Alex, you're going to have to get banned when this is done.
Ah, fuck off. I'm not getting banned.
You won't?
No, we don't want Jack to leave the internet or anything. We just want him to stop doing this shit, which he has done, in all fairness.
I'm not going to lie. He has stopped.
He has.
Then
Yeah.
I have put some very tight controls on the internet connection.
Yeah. That's good.
At bedtime, I actually turn it off, and it doesn't go on until the next day.
Right, yeah.
And he doesn't spend any time online in his bedroom.
Yeah.
Which is why he's in the living room, and that's all I can do. The internet is a basic human right. You can't take it away from somebody, especially when they're an IT student. It's just impossible. So
Yeah. You can't live without it.
No, it is. It has become a basic human right. Internet.
Yeah.
Just like food and water.
I wish we never had the internet. I wish the internet was involved.
You're gonna be caveman, Rick, yeah?
If I never had the internet, I'd probably.
You don't.
Fucking hell, Jack.
If you didn't have the internet, what did you say?
Probably top.
I'd probably do the same though.
How do you think I coped when I was a kid, Jack?
How did you think I coped when I was a kid?
We didn't even have we didn't have mobile phones. We didn't have anything. Mind you, you could get up in the morning and piss off, and no one would know where you were until you came back because no one could get hold of you. But you lot these days have got it so flipping easy. I grew up in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it easy, Jack. All the kids have got it easy these days.
Grown up in the 80s. Didn't you? Are you from the 80s or
1982, Rick was.
or 70s?
I know that off by heart, Rick.
Hey Rick, where do you come from? The 80s? Or
It's on his username, you dumbass.
80s, yeah.
No, but I mean, oh shit, I didn't even notice that. But yeah, it is there as well.
They didn't have phones.
Listen, Jack, don't tell people I chase people with crowbars, mate, because it isn't true.
Sorry,
but I don't do shit like I don't do shit like that.
I know.
I've never been violent in my life.
I know, but someone made a meme about it, and I went along with it.
Yeah, but it's not fucking funny, Jack.
Oh, are you taking the piss?
What?
I'm sorry.
Police are outside. Oh, you've just been raided.
Who has?
Alicia's being raided right now.
Alicia's being raided.
No, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Why would she be raided?
She's not getting raided. Oh yeah, she is getting raided. Okay, yeah. Fuck. Okay. Oh shit.
Why is she?
On what?
I don't know. I think someone just swatted her. I think someone in here has swatted her. I don't know.
Fuck.
See, all this sending police to people's houses isn't funny.
It's not me. It's not me.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
Police are outside.
No, they're not.
They are. They fucking are.
There's no one outside, you soft twat.
Well, I can see someone.
Stop showing off, Jack.
No, I can see it. See someone.
Jack, if there was someone outside, doorbell would be going mental in my pocket. Do you think I'm stupid?
Oh god.
Fucking hell, Jack.
Jack, stop getting your dad scared, yeah?
I don't get scared.
No, I know. I'm just,
I
you know.
just take it all in my stride.
Yeah.
I thought someone was outside because I saw someone go past.
I don't get scared. I just get frustrated. I do get pissed off with takeaways turning up.
I'm gonna go and check.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
I
one
even
second,
went
I'm
to
gonna-
the.
I'm
What do you think I feel like all the time, Jack's dad? I get
No.
it all the time.
Hate
James.
to ruin the fun, but my overclock went and my PC crashed. That's all it was.
Now, honestly though, James, I've never sent anything to your place. Not because, and that's only because Ashley's there.
But you know what? I've got literally hundreds of Ring doorbell videos of takeaways turning up at the door. They're
Nah.
in order. And it's got to the stage where some of them have got really, really pissed off. But it happens so many times that now pretty much anybody use anybody around here that's a takeaway outlet through Just Eat. They've all blacklisted us anyway. So whenever it happens, they just don't even bother delivering anymore.
Yeah. Rick had his garden stolen, didn't you, Rick?
Yeah,
Do you remember that? They took all your grass.
yeah.
They took all that. That was mad. That.
What?
Hey Rick, remember that one delivery driver who
Fucking
put his
amazing.
middle finger up at you and he wanted to fight you? Do you not remember that? Do you not remember that one time where that delivery?
I don't think Rick wants to talk about it.
He had his fucking garden stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had his garden
I
stolen.
won't bring it up. I won't bring
Look at Rick's getting mad.
Stealing his fucking astroturf.
Yeah.
Stealing his little nose.
I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it up.
Pulled his turf off and took it.
I'm not unmuting anyone.
I won't bring it up. I won't bring it up.
You won't bring what? Shut up, Jack.
One time, Rick.
You just said you wouldn't bring it up. So why are you bringing it up for?
Oh, yeah.
Shut up. Not interested.
Leave Rick alone, Jack.
Alright, I'll leave
This
it.
is
Actually, I had an axe
You're just as
to
much
my
a
head as
fool
well.
the rest of them.
Fuck.
Sorry.
You know, you can't complain about people trolling
Yeah, but
you when you're a fucking
like,
troll.
If you can't fucking beat them, you can't.
No. No, you just be bigger. Jack, like I keep telling you, I've got communities with over 100,000 people in. I don't have
Mass
any of
and
this
Deluxe, it's
trouble.
okay if I mute him now because I wanted to fucking leave. Because I wanted to.
That's why I gotta move, James.
Too busy pouring myself a mega pint.
You're another one that doesn't listen, Rick.
I'm too
Yeah.
busy pouring myself a mega pint.
You're right there, James. You're right.
The only way you stop all this shit happening is to cut these people out of your life and keep them out of your life. The longer you keep allowing them to come back, the longer it'll go on. And you'll move and they'll find out where you'll live and it'll start all over again. So, when are you moving?
Don't know yet.
Right.
I got a bid on stuff at the moment, and the council place is fucking shit.
Right.
I'm top of the list anyway. Category A.
Cool. Interesting.
Fuck, get your garden stolen. It's true, mind. How do you get your garden stolen?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would someone turn up and steal your
His
garden?
garden.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, my garden was trashed.
Damn, that's sick.
All my plant pots was stolen.
Wow. Oh shit.
It's not funny.
You need to do what I did, Rick.
What?
Put CCTV.
I'm gonna
everywhere.
get a doorbell.
You should get CCTV. You should put CCTV everywhere around your garden and shit.
I don't get any trouble because if anyone comes within 100 yards of the house, they're on camera. And they're recorded.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Oh, tell them about that one incident that you caught on camera.
Well, the armed robbers.
Yeah, go on.
There's been
What?
Yeah, go on.
You know the cut through down the side of my house
Yeah.
to the corner shop.
Yeah.
On 2 occasions now, there's been an armed robbery in the
Londis shop.
No, not the Londis, the shop on the corner of Daniel Street, and they ran through this way past our house, and then there's been another armed robbery at Sandy's, is it, over Gibbonsdown?
Yeah.
And they've ran this way past our house again, trying to escape. And on 2 occasions, our CCTV was used in the prosecution to identify them.
Yeah.
That's happened twice now.
Hmm.
You literally cannot get within 150 meters of the house without it getting recorded because there's cameras all around it.
Yeah.
So, that's why I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if anybody wants to come and smash the house up or put the windows in or whatever, they're going to get recorded doing it.
Yeah. Do you still have that CCTV footage of what's his name?
Who?
You were.
What,
Oh,
when he
no.
threw the pizza at the house?
Pizza at the house, yeah, that was class.
I probably deleted it now.
That was pretty class.
I probably deleted it
That
now.
was funny.
Yeah, but I forgive him for that. He was young.
No, I do forgive him for that.
How old were you when you did that?
If you have that, please let me know.
He thinks he deleted it.
I think I got it. I think I might have it on my Google Drive.
Please let me know if you got that.
Why?
How old were you?
I was like
14.
No, I was like 16.
Oh, right.
16.
Bloody hell.
It was like 16, 17. It was back in the level 2 days, wasn't
Level
it?
2 days, yeah.
I think it was the first year of college, straight out of school.
For context, right? The whole point was, you know, back in the day when everyone used to pizza bomb Jack. Anyway.
Remember that one? Remember the time where people pizza bombed me and you got so mad and you came on my stream and said, "Any more fucking pizzas get delivered to this house?"
But what was funny about
that the whole joke was because we couldn't get any more pizzas delivered to you because Just Eat blocked. Well, I wasn't doing it because no pizza get more delivered to you. My friend Sam came down from Bristol. We went to Morrison's, bought you a pizza, put an address label on it. We were going to give it to Jack outside, but he wouldn't come out. So I just said, "Fuck it." I tried to lob it through a window, ran off, and it didn't really work.
No, and then you ran off laughing your head off.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know I was
But
still
I didn't
muted.
chase
Sorry,
you with
hello.
a crowbar, did I?
What?
I said I didn't chase you with a crowbar, did I?
No.
No.
Well, someone claimed.
Oh, you see, I heard that whole crowbar thing. Jesus.
Pardon?
It's just saying, I heard about the whole crowbar thing. I was half convinced because of how serious Jack sounded about it. I was like, oh no.
No, I'm not violent.
I didn't imagine you were. I was kind of surprised, to be
The
fair.
worst I get is shouting at people and swearing at them, but I'm not violent.
No, by the way, hello. Sorry. It's Abdul. I don't know if you recall talking to me before. Hello. I hope you're alright.
I don't know whether I should nuke the server or I'll just leave it, but I'll just leave
I'll
it.
probably say nuke it, to be honest.
No, I don't want to.
Well, I'll deal with whoever joined
Do
now.
what you want, Jack. I don't really give a shit.
I'll just ban them.
Alright, I'll get rid of them. Hold on.
You certainly need to, when you go to bed in a minute, shut
Who
down
else?
the chat.
Yeah, good idea.
So nobody can
lock,
type anything.
Yeah, lock the chat. Lock the.
Who else am I banning, Jack? I've banned Deluxe, I've banned Helmet. Who else joined?
Me?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
What'd you ban Deluxe for? He wasn't
Because-
doing it.
He's not here anymore, is he?
No.
Whole thing.
Yeah, but just let Jack do what he wants. No, alright, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know who else.
it's unbelievable.
I think everyone else here was in the server, apart from Rex. I don't know who
He is
Rex is.
unbelievable. He's as good
Rex.
as admitted that he was behind.
Take out Rex. Take out Liam.
No, I think Liam was here, was he? I don't know.
Liam
No.
just joined.
If you're wondering where
Yeah,
I
Liam's
was,
been
I was
here.
just in the
Oh.
kitchen pouring.
I know who Liam is. Liam's fine.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's everyone.
Hey, if you were just wondering where I was in the kitchen pouring myself a mega pint.
Shut up.
It's a joke.
But do you realise how ridiculous it is?
It's a joke. You don't even know what it's from. Until I told you.
Jack, shut up.
You didn't know what it was from
Shut
until
up.
I told you.
Please.
Jack.
All I can say is I'm glad this horrible experience ended as a good one.
That's fair, to be honest.
Well, it needs to be, monitored.
Also, I'm sorry.
There really isn't anything.
It needs to be watched now.
There's nothing good about it at all.
No.
The only saving grace that I'm aware of is the fact that this is historical. And to my knowledge,
Yeah, but Jack, what are you going to do about the trolls now?
let them back in tomorrow, probably.
No,
That's normally what Jack does.
Yeah, you see,
I don't even know who to ban because he lets them in.
I was going to mention this earlier. I was muted and bugged out. I couldn't really speak. But so we were just having a normal conversation today with
Jack, can you just go through your server again?
We were just generally.
Jack, go through your server again.
Oh,
James, are you still here? Sorry.
fucking hurt myself. So I was just
Sorry.
constantly
You see,
banging my head against
the problem
it.
is we were just talking today with Jack. We were just hanging out. I was playing some games, and we were just having a conversation. And it's crazy to me. It kind of just shifts to where out of nowhere he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna like unban all the trolls, invite all the trolls in, and I'm gonna invite Helmet in and all this." And I'm like, "What are you doing? You don't want this to happen, yet you welcome it."
Oh shit, Abdullah, I had you fucking muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fucking hell. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
He
I
just
couldn't fucking hear it.
He just cannot get it into his head that it's better to have 10 people on his server that are all right people, because 10 isn't as good as having 100 people. So he'll accept 100 people, even if they're trolls, just because.
Yes, absolutely.
Quality is far better than quantity any day, Jack.
Exactly.
Yeah, I kind of saw him looking at it like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know some of the groups I run with like 120, 130,000 people in. I don't get any shit from anybody, because if they do, they get banned and they don't come back. And you ban, and you ban, and you ban, and eventually all the bad ones are gone, and you're left with a good one. You might have a smaller group, but at least you know they're nice people. It's not hard, Jack.
Yeah, you see, I'm sorry, it's been a long while. I don't know if you recall, we talked to each other quite a while back. I think it was last year. I don't know if you remember my voice. I had a different microphone.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. I kind of decided, like, I understood, like, he did things here and there, and we had a conversation about that. Once again, I did really appreciate that conversation. I tried to kind of help keep Jack in, like, a decent state of mind, if that make any sense. I just tried to distract him with, doing whatever and, just talking about, other things going on. And because he really does like to circle back to trolls, or even, like, well, people who get trolled, because he does like to join in quite a lot.
I know.
The problem was, it was going quite well, and I was talking to him for a while, and I know someone mentioned, the 15-year-old who was, like, crying on the chat and all that. See, I was there when that happened, and I was kind of shocked, because he did genuinely convince me for a while. He did change, and I was kind of, proud of him for it. So I was kind of shocked about that. And when he came back this time, and I felt, if we can just nudge him into a certain direction away from that, we can, finally get him away from it all. Because I said it before, I'll say it again. The one thing I get worried about is the rest of the people in the house, because it doesn't just affect, one. It doesn't just affect him, So I really worried about that, but it's just really annoying how he welcomes it back. Personally, I don't know.
Well, Jack, don't worry about your brother.
Yeah, people making fucking memes out of him, being taking him piss out of him.
Yeah, well, that just shows the mentality of these people, Jack. Don't worry about your brother. Your brother's shielded from all this. Your brother's very well supported and very well looked after. The problem is, I can't get any support for you.
I wish you had a social worker.
No, I wish I did.
They're just not interested, because he gets educational support, and they think that's enough because he's in.
I was getting educational support as well. That doesn't mean you can't have a social worker. I don't get that.
I mean, I understand how, like, the NHS is in shambles, though, isn't it? It really is.
It is.
I had to So.
Oh, it is. I've had a broken rib for 8 months that I keep refracturing.
Especially in shambles, especially with Boris Johnson.
Yeah, so
I've not even been to the doctors or A&E.
This was
I don't think Boris Johnson stand another year in power now, especially winning the majority confidence.
Well, so who is this Deluxe guy then? Because he was talking to me earlier about this text conversation, and I clicked
Yes.
straight away that a lot of what's been happening, it must have been driven by him, because I told him, which I did, that I had this text conversation, and they supplied a name and address, and I actually went to the police with it, and I handed over the telephone number and the name and address. And
Right.
he's basically admitted it was a made-up name and address. It was somebody else.
Yes. I don't know if he was like necessarily like leading things because
It was JJ's free time.
Hold on. He kind of joined like almost midway through, like the main part of people calling Jack, this, that, the other.
But if they're gonna contact me and expect me to engage, why would they lie about who they are?
I think I suppose I'll kind of go in their shoes, like as if I was,
And when I mentioned
considering the
it,
same thing.
because you chase me, we don't want you chasing us with a crowbar.
I'm not sure if he was generally serious about that or not, but I'm personally just generally like if I had to talk to someone like related to someone who would probably want to know my information, I wouldn't give my information. But I don't agree with the fact that it was a literal other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, exactly. Then you would say, I'm not going to give you my information. You wouldn't actually give somebody else's details who was completely unrelated, would you?
Yeah, I agree with that. As I'm saying, I'm not like 100% sure what went on in the texts. I understand what happened with the girl. Yes.
Which is why I was able to read out the name and address that I was given, because I saved the text, because I genuinely, honestly handed all that information over to the police.
Oh well.
The police
as I'm saying,
stood in my house and read the text. And
as I'm saying, like
the phone number.
I think it's quite shitty that like another name was used that was actually another person, if not at all. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, you would just turn around and say, I'm not going to give you my details.
Yeah, and that's absolutely
Make it up, or even if you weren't going to give your details, you would give something completely fictitious. You wouldn't actually give the genuine details of somebody unrelated, would you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not normal.
I don't know what it was at the time. I don't know if somebody didn't like him or whatever. I'm not sure. I know who they're talking about.
You didn't want to give your
he was questioning me about how many times the police have been here and what it was about and whatever. And
yeah, I mean that's your business.
Jack, is that why Deluxe is banned here?
Almost. It was almost like.
Get it.
It was almost like he was trying to. The questions he was asking, it was almost like he was trying to catch me out as lying, which I'm not.
I'm not sure. I think
the reason the reason Jack disappeared from Discord for what is it, coming close to 5-6 months now, isn't it? Oh, he did go on it once or twice behind my back, I've since found out tonight. But the reason he disappeared was because I enforced it because of the fact that the fucking police came to my house 3 times.
Yeah.
To talk to him
as I'm saying,
about inappropriate behaviour online.
Yeah,
they
you
wouldn't discuss any specifics with me because they couldn't. Because
you see,
over 18, he's got a child.
I was just like I got contact with Jack last. Basically when he left Discord, or when he was meant to leave Discord, I suppose. When the girl came up to me and I lost my temper with him, essentially, because I always kind of said to the point, a lot of these people are decoys, at least it's not a real person, and, I kind of got a bit shook that she had to tell her parents about it, essentially. And I did lose my temper with him, probably not the most sensible thing to do. I can handle a lot of stuff, like, I don't want to go into too much, but, I kind of have to in terms of, like, employment and things like that.
I'm trying to find what I've just closed, Jack, because the chat screen is just gone. I just leaned on the keyboard by accident.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I'm not closing your tabs. I was looking for that.
Yeah, there's nothing bad in my tabs anyway.
Well, I wasn't even looking. I was just trying to get this window back up that I just accidentally closed.
But I mean, yeah, I was just kind of shook about it all, and I lost my temper with him because for a while I told him, I promised to help you out as long as you promised to not do any of this again. And he promised, and he kept on giving me his word. And then he went and... The problem was I didn't even find out firsthand. They came to us.
It's when I was in the hospital, wasn't it?
They thought that I was essentially supporting him with it, like what he was doing, and I was confused. I thought it was a troll, honestly, because it's just very common. But you know, I had enough to understand it was not like a fake person or anything. So yeah, that's kind of why I left. Okay. So yeah, I'm hoping, and you've clarified that you're confident he hasn't done anything anymore, and I'm really happy about that.
Well,
at
I can't
least.
say for definite, obviously, because that would be a lie. But I'm fairly confident because I don't let him in on the internet unless
Okay,
it's
well,
in the living room and it goes off every night at bedtime.
yeah,
So
that's a relief. I just,
he doesn't have data to use, so
I suppose I
there is
kind
no
of,
internet connection in the house overnight.
yeah. I mean, as I'm saying, I suppose I just kind of like secondhand worried about it for a while. That like it was the unknown and all of that.
But then to find out tonight that Nellie's been asking him to do things.
You see, I wanted to address that a little bit as well. Thank you. So I was there when he's kind of said some weird stuff to Jack, right? I think I actually talked to you about it last time a little bit, but it kind of developed further.
With you how concerned I was about Nellie.
Yeah.
I've said right from day one. It's like, you know, I'm 57. Nellie's a couple of years younger than me, and I couldn't rationalise in my head because Jack was, I don't know, 18 at the time.
Simple. It's just not rational, is it?
Nellie. I couldn't rationalise in my head why somebody my age would want teenager, a learning disability, autistic teenager, as a friend. It just didn't make sense.
So the strange thing,
I actually mentioned this to Nellie as well, hoping he would just fuck off and distance himself. But
he doesn't care. He really doesn't care.
He's a convicted paedophile. Did you know that?
He's not convicted.
No, wait. He used to be friends with a convicted pedophile known as Christopher Wilde.
Yes, so I don't know if this was elaborated at all, but there was.
Apparently, there was evidence. Okay. There was evidence of him. I saw this circling around somewhere. This was on a forum called UK Muppet.
I can explain it, Jack, if you want, because
admitting to sending the photos of child pornography to Christopher Wilde in order to get him prosecuted.
I don't know, but it worries me that if when you turn around to me and said Nellie's asked me to do this and Nellie's asked me to do that weird shit, my first impression was when you first mentioned
he's being groomed.
Are you making it up? But then when I can hear other people saying, no, he did do that, I heard him say it, that concerns me.
Yeah, that does.
I was actually in the server that night.
You were talking to Nellie over DM and all sorts for a long time.
Yes, so
I don't know what's going on, Jack.
In relation to like the him getting Jack to do weird stuff, so I was there when he said some stuff like I'm trying to think of a couple of quotes. He said something like Jack dress up in like a little girl's skirt. He did say that.
He said he wanted me to be a tranny.
He did say that as well. He also said something along the lines of, because Jack was complaining about being called a paedophile. And Nellie said, well, if you are a paedophile, just embrace it and go along with it. But in terms of Nellie encouraging Jack to do his own, you know,
Oh, I just remembered. He also wanted me to fucking set up my own fucking OnlyFans, remember?
He did say that as well, yes.
He wanted me to make my own OnlyFans.
However, in terms of encouraging Jack to do his own illegal stuff, there's nothing pointing to it, as far as I know. There's absolutely nothing. He's definitely been, questionable isn't even the right word, you know, dodgy. Right?
Nelly needs to be off the internet.
He's been very weird to Jack, but I don't know if he's directly got be genuinely shocked if that got turned out to be the case, because Nelly is really weird, but he hasn't ever kind of went down that route, so to speak. Like, he's got Jack to do really weird stuff, but I don't know if he's... I cannot see him getting Jack to do, grooming, essentially.
Well, no, but anyone who's asking somebody publicly with other people hearing to dress up in a little girl's skirt and do things, that is not normal. And
Absolutely.
that
Yeah, I
makes me
totally
then
agree.
question, if that's gone on publicly, what, if anything, has gone on that hasn't been seen publicly?
If there's one thing I can say about Nelly, he's a massive pervert. Like, he's always been posting live streamers. He's been posting live streamers, random women live streaming, and he's like, "Look at her, she's she can have my babies," and shit like that, just constantly. It's to the point where it's really kind of strange.
Yeah.
I do know that. He's a very sexual person. He's gotten naked on camera countless times.
Yeah.
Ate his own shit.
Yes, I have seen that.
I actually...
Even in the Discord as well.
But for years. You were friendly with him on Discord for a few years.
I never seen that.
I'm just having PC stuff.
You see, when I initially saw Nelly for the first time, Jack was already friends with him, and I thought, well, Nelly's quite quiet. He's quite quiet. He's quite soft-spoken in the way he acts. I thought, oh, he's quite quiet, but I don't know why Jack's hanging around with, a middle-aged man. And then...
It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. And then on that very same night, and this was the first night I met Nelly, he was putting his camera up. And I remember this, and I said, "Nelly, why is your camera so high?" And he said, "Oh, I'm having a wank." I was like, it just goes further downhill with these people. And then I got introduced to Chris Weil, who's a convicted paedophile. A lot of the people Nelly associates with are quite old streamers, but Jack's an exception. He's the young person of the group. So that's kind of how it was for a while, which, I did think he was grooming Jack.
You did
or
didn't?
I did. Not necessarily encouraging him to groom other people, but encouraging him to, do stuff for his own gratification, like Jack himself.
Yeah.
So, if I said that Nelly's fine, I'd be completely bullshitting, I mean, I'm not gonna act like a saint. I mess around with some people here and there. I don't do anything to an extreme ordering stuff or bloody calling the police. I'm massively against. But it's just Nelly, man. I don't know. I'm kind of out of things to say about him because it's really quite surface level with him. What you see is what's there, really. There's also the whole kind of case about Chris Weil's conviction, and some people believe that Nelly was the one who actually sent the illegal stuff, but then shifted the blame on Chris because they were quite close. I don't know about that, but I do know that he's, to put it simply, a creep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so when I was, because I was trying to help Jack for a while. This was after we spoke. I kind of made a promise. I'm gonna help you, right? Because I don't want anybody going through this. And the first thing I said to him is, "What are you doing with Nelly? Why are you still there?" He was like, "Oh, I like Nelly and I like his streams and this and the other." I'm like, it's just not worth it. It's really not worth it. Like, you're hanging around with a middle-aged man who gets you to do all this weird stuff. It's just not worth it. Like, I'm not one to claim Jack's innocent in what he does, but I also know when he's a victim as well. I try and keep a balance on that. I don't want to be completely biased, because people do take advantage of Jack as well.
Wait, did Alicia actually get raided?
No,
No.
no,
No,
joke.
someone just said earlier that.
Yeah, they were
No,
joking, Jack.
they were joking.
It was
Why the fuck would they say that?
because she disappeared, and they just threw into the conversation, I think she's been raided, and you've taken it literally.
You see,
He takes things that people
I
say
know.
literally.
I know. I can't joke around because he calls me trolls, bans me because of something that pops up in his head.
Yeah, unless you say, oh, it's a joke.
And this is the issue. He doesn't. His social skills are so deficient that
Yeah, I can see that.
he can't differentiate between when somebody's being serious and when they're joking.
Yeah.
He can't find. He just doesn't see it.
Yeah, you see,
He also doesn't realise the consequences of some of the things he says, because he just doesn't understand the seriousness of. Like, he keeps using the N word and the F word.
we shouted at him every time he did that today. It was
He doesn't listen.
ridiculous.
I am sick to death of telling him, but it's almost like he's got Tourette's.
You see,
He
the
doesn't
problem
stop.
is,
We tell him several
the problem
times.
is, I've
I tell him
well,
as well.
I wouldn't say I've known Jack, but I've known of Jack since, I'd say, 2018, because I was part of communities that knew him, and that was kind of a time when they thought that saying stuff like that was it was cool because it was shocking.
Yeah,
And he's carried it to this day.
The reality is, he hasn't got a racist or homophobic bone in his body.
I don't
But
doubt
using
that he
language
doesn't.
like that could give the wrong impression.
Absolutely, we do constantly say to him, what if one day you're in public and you slip up? What happens then? Because you're not behind a computer screen anymore. You don't have that protection anymore. It's not like that. I get absolutely sick of it now, because I just don't. It used to be like, oh, it's crazy because it's shocking and people would laugh, but that was years ago. That was 4 years ago.
Anymore. It's the days of a free-for-all on the internet where you could say and do what you liked are long gone.
Exactly. Yeah, we always call it the Wild West era of the internet, because it's just there's rules now,
Yeah, I mean, I've been on and off the internet since 1981, and up until, I would say, 2000, early 2000s, just after mid 2000s, you could literally say anything you liked on any platform and no one would bat an eyelid.
You see, now it's all the hate crime stuff and everything you can get implicated in.
This
You see,
this is what concerns me.
yeah, exactly. And
there was a copper jailed yesterday or today, wasn't there?
I think I read about that.
For sharing memes on WhatsApp about George Floyd taking the piss.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was literally just forwarding memes.
Exactly.
But he was doing it in a police WhatsApp group, 2 other police officers who he thought were his friends. They grassed him up, 20 weeks in jail for it.
Well, they always tell you now, don't use work group chats for anything else than work.
It was 10 gifts, basically, taking the piss out of George Floyd, and he got sentenced to 20 weeks in jail for it.
Exactly. I did try to explain this to...
Of thinking you can do these things and get away with it.
Exactly. I did explain to Jack once, because is he doing a degree now, or is it a college course? I can't really remember, but it's IT related.
He's doing
A-level.
No.
Oh.
He's got 3 A-levels. He's got 3 A-levels at A-star. Oh, it's the equivalent to it. He's got a level 3 extended national diploma, which is equivalent to 3 A-levels, and he scored the triple grade A-star.
Okay.
But he's now doing it. Well, he's just completed the first year of a HND.
It's brilliant. That's a great qualification to have, especially in IT now, because everywhere's IT.
Well, once he's done the 3rd year, and he's just sailed through the first. So far, he's come out of school and he's done 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th year of 3 years of further education, now his 1st year of higher education, and he's got top marks every year. So the reality is he could do the 3 years HND, top up to a BSc in 1 year.
Yeah.
Taking it to 4 years to get the BSc, and then I can't see that he's going to end up in the workplace without a lot of support. So the probably then, if he makes it through the HND and the BSc year, do a master's, stay in education.
That was brilliant, yeah, and this is what I was trying to explain to Jack.
He's fucking it all up by doing stupid shit online.
Exactly what I was about to say. You know, especially now, background checks and everything, just like that, job application shut down. Will Google his name. They will Google his name, and they will. You know, I don't know more famous Jack Norris, so you know, it's generally just like, you know, they Google Jack Norris, Barry Wales. It's there on a silver platter for them. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's ways around that, but
I mean, yeah, there's like ways to clean it up, but
you could just change your name or use your mother's maiden name or something to try and hide it. But that's not the point, because
point is he just needs to be careful. If it's not already too late for it, then he just needs to generally just watch what he's saying and doing all the time, because he's gonna throw away a really useful qualification that can get him a lot of places. So yeah, I don't know. As I was saying, like, I just, you know, I know you're like mostly certain, but I just really hope a lot of the really dodgy stuff from the past has come to a close. I just think he needs to like distance himself generally. I said that last time, I'll say it again.
Well, I didn't want him back on Discord, but
and I understand why, because of this.
Because I told him exactly what would happen. I knew what would happen, and it happened.
Yeah.
And then become last week's news is to disappear. And then the trolls.
They're always going to keep posting it and joining. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can't keep track on who to ban.
I'm pretty sure if he stops giving them attention, they will eventually just get bored and move on to someone else. So, but it's the way he reacts to people that gives in. He doesn't just block someone and move on. He like makes a big scene out of it.
He should not go live anymore either.
No, I don't think the live's the problem. I think it's the reaction he gives.
Yeah, but he gives the reactions on live as well.
I don't.
He needs to learn to control it.
This is a problem that Rick suffers from as well.
Yeah.
Control his emotions, Rick or Jack, and react in a spectacular way, which just spurs them on to do it even more, because they know that they're going to get a response, and they know it's going to be a massive one.
We just get content out of it, don't they? Like, that's it. They get amusement.
They think it's funny and hilarious and everything else that goes with it. I mean, Helmet today.
I know, I saw that. He went batshit, to say the least.
I mean, like I'm going to get wound up about it. But what is the matter with these people doing shit like that?
It's because, well, I think today's a prime example. He did it, and then Jack did not stop talking about it all day, even in private.
Yeah. And then Jack went and joined his server.
Exactly.
Yeah, we told him not to do that.
Yeah.
I told him not to do that even as well. But he would not listen.
Yeah, I really don't understand this. I just, I mean, I'll say this about Discord. There's a lot you can do with Discord, right? You know, you can get rid of people instantly if they break rules, this, that, the other, right? You see, I think Jack knows himself. I've done work with Discord. Like, I'm part of one of their teams. I'm aware that there is so many ways of getting around everything. It's essentially, if he's being trolled as hard as he is, there is zero workaround. Like, there's no permanent workaround for it. There's no way to check alts properly. There's no way to really see who is a troll, who isn't a troll. You know, there's no.
Well, you can straight away stop anyone that isn't verified with a phone number from joining.
The problem is people can use temporary phone numbers, they can use dormant accounts, all sorts.
Would they go to that extent?
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
absolutely.
People do that. And not only that, there used to be, I don't know if they're still going, they used to be able to go on forums and just buy like hundreds and hundreds of Discord tokens for really cheap.
You can still do that. Yes, it's a big problem.
Accounts. Yeah, you can
It's a
buy
big problem.
hundreds of accounts for like.
They are trying to work on stopping it, but it's, there's no real way to do it, essentially, even on their level.
Discord is an absolute cesspool.
I agree.
Oh yeah, it is for sure. But sadly, it's the best place to be.
It's also run by furries, and also a bunch of furries got caught the other day.
Can you shut up?
A bunch of Discord
Go on
guys
having a
got caught the other
conversation
day
and stop
because they
interrupting.
got involved. So,
Jesus,
you know,
Jack.
I am right.
Look, in my opinion, the only thing Jack can do to stop this is because the tools are there for him to get rid of these people. Discord can't do it themselves, or the streams, whatever. What he needs to do is, if he's live, he looks at the chat, bans them, does not say a word, doesn't complain about it, doesn't give any kind of reaction. You just look at it, ban them, move on.
People in bands.
Jack,
What are you talking about?
Jack, what did I say to you earlier when you were arguing in Helmet Server? I said, why are you in Helmet Server? Because they asked me to.
Oh yeah. And then calling them the N words.
Yeah, so instead of saying bye bye, making a big scene and like screaming racial slurs, you literally just click ban and don't talk about it ever again.
Because you
But he can't do
and
that.
then go and join his because they asked me to. Jack, that's not an answer. And this is the thing where he's so vulnerable. People ask him to do stuff, and like an idiot, he does it.
I unbanned them.
I genuinely don't know how you can get around that, because I feel like even if you had put a bunch of restrictions on, if you watched him all the time, I think if he had enough, like, if he wanted to do something enough, he'd probably try and find a workaround. He'd try and sneak it through. All the time. I'm kind of personally out of ideas other than to like get off here and like maybe even worth considering stopping streaming and just finding a small group of friends to chill with.
That's the problem. He doesn't have any friends.
I mean, even like you and Alicia, like just in a small.
We've
group.
always been nice to Jack. Like recently, like 3 years ago, we used to troll him because it was like what everyone did. But I'm not into trolling no more. I don't do that. We've always tried being friends with Jack, and he thinks we're gonna, go in helmets, but we keep looking out for him.
The problem was those years ago, Jack just did stuff that could not be justified.
Yeah, well.
And now we've dropped all that. I don't care about.
Well, I don't hold that against you because, I've been a young adult once, and we find our way, don't we? We all do stupid shit and shit we.
I'm 20. I'm not into all that no more.
We do stuff we shouldn't have done. We do stuff we end up in, and it's all part of becoming an adult. You grow up and you learn from it, and you think, well, actually, that was wrong, and I won't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't hold it against him, but Jack just doesn't seem to be maturing. Just doesn't.
No.
It gets harder and harder and harder because as he's got older, he just kicks off, and I can't control him.
See, I can say, like, once again, I'm not holier than thou. I've trolled people, right? I think anybody on here would lie if they said that they haven't trolled people, right? But I think at my age now, and I'm only 19. I'm actually younger than Jack. I got to a point where I was saying I need to stop because I worry about how things could come back to me, or like, you don't know what goes on. I don't want to ruin anything.
In my experience, like, I was probably 35 before I would call myself properly matured. You're very mature for a 19-year-old. I'll commend you for that, but
it's just generally the case of
Yeah, and as you age and as you get older, you look at things differently, and there's stuff you'll think, yeah, I'm glad I did that, I'm happy I did that, but there's also going to be stuff that you regret.
I mean, absolutely, yes.
And the key fundamental is acknowledging, well, I did some things there I shouldn't have done, that was wrong, and you learn from it and make sure you don't do them again.
Yeah, you see, I think the turning point for me was kind of seeing, I got out of college and finished up with that, and after a while, I had some quite good offers in terms of like future employment, things like that. Even education.
Yeah.
And I thought I don't want to waste this on, essentially yelling at a weird person online.
Yeah.
Simple as that for me. In terms of Jack, I mean, I've just been talking to him, and that was it. And the problem is with that, you can try and talk to him normally, and all of a sudden he'll shift and he'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna ban you now because I don't like you. You're a troll, and you did this, that, the other." And I'll be like, "Sorry?" That'll be it.
And
Or
then
you can
24 hours later, he'll be wanting to be a friend again.
exactly, and that is what happened to me.
This all goes back to him not understanding the consequences of his action, and not understanding the consequences of what he says and what he does. And this isn't me making excuses or trying to excuse anything. It's genuine. He can say some really horrible, vile things, and then an hour later think that everything's okay if he says, "I'm sorry." And it is.
Yes.
It's and anyone that sticks around with Jack he's gonna fall out with them regularly because he just can't control it. Because
I understand, and it's something I suppose I'm resigned to in a way. I understand that's like part and parcel with Jack. I just want to make sure that he's at least on the way of being on the right track. As you said, a lot of the things that came out today were historic. I'm just glad that it's nothing new. I did get really annoyed that one time it turned out to be a real person. Because I'm like, I suppose I can deal with a lot of stuff like that. It kind of comes with like some of my field shit and whatever. But
Yeah.
it's just a case of how do I say it? It was kind of the worst thing I expected of them, and it happened at that time.
Who's Mr. Feed?
Because I thought
what frustrates me more
I'm a new person.
is
Look,
the
yeah.
posting of them all over the internet. It's like earlier on posting an audio clip of this girl upset, and it turns out that they didn't have her permission to record it. She didn't know it had been recorded. She didn't know it's being shared on the internet.
So I do know him.
Well, it was private between me and you, but that doesn't excuse the fact that she was recorded and posted on the internet without any knowledge whatsoever. That is so wrong. Whichever way you dress it up, that's wrong.
Yeah, I'm not saying I agree with it at all. I do know him, and I do know he records stuff almost 24/7, just as I suppose it's like generally a protection thing for him. Because
it's not normal, is it?
I mean, I don't do it because my PC would probably catch on fire or something with that amount of video, but
for some reason, people on Discord seem to be obsessed with screen grabbing and recording stuff, and I don't,
It's this kind of community in the... I don't know why Jack fell back into this particular community. Working with Discord, there is a ton of like really nice communities. I've met some brilliant people. The problem is that for some reason he's attracted to this part of Discord, which is like all things considered quite a minority.
Yeah.
In Discord. There's some brilliant places to hang out with. I've met some really good people. He needs to... If he doesn't want to get off Discord, he, at the very, very least, needs to have a look at some other communities that aren't this.
Yeah.
Like somewhere talking about games, even a server dedicated to like a certain game, like Call of Duty. You can go in there and meet people and play COD with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? there's some brilliant places. It's not all a cesspit, really.
It's not hard to find either.
I mean, literally, there's like a public server option in Discord. You can like if you scroll down to the bottom of Discord's page, you can check out public servers, and there's just a list of like all sorts of categorized servers with like proper moderation.
What's his name? What was the guy that left earlier?
Deluxe?
Captain D.
Deluxe?
Deluxe, yeah.
Yeah.
Was he blagging me about getting busted? Was that all made up, or was that true?
I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you. I don't know myself.
Oh, I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, there's just some like great public servers you can like scroll through and find, and just find somebody he likes. And the best thing about them as well is they'll have like proper moderation, and a lot of the moderators actually, you find a lot of the moderators actually work for Discord, like the company.
Yeah, a lot of
So they're on the payroll and they're paid to
yeah.
actually do stuff, you know.
Yeah, but if I go in a public server, some troll will join and then say shit about
Not if you don't tell them.
Not if you don't tell them.
Yeah, but they go stalking. They do that.
Jack, do you know how many public servers there are? Literally, they would have to go through thousands.
Millions, probably.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands, at least.
Yes. Well, at least with like verified moderation and all that, that could help him. The problem is he puts himself out there too much, and people always know what he's doing because he tells people.
Yeah, he'll go online, he'll stream on YouTube straight away. They'll all be on it, and he's telling them, "I'm on Discord doing this."
He's publicised his life in a way.
Yeah.
As I'm saying, I don't know if there's a workaround now, but I mean, it's worth a shot at least. If he doesn't want to get off Discord, like, he could meet some new people who genuinely like him.
I don't care what pissed you off, Jack.
There.
Jack.
Why is James Fox actually based?
There.
Listen to what, Jack?
What pissed me off is when people accuse me of having content on our.
So why didn't you just ban them?
They're banned from here.
So why are you bringing it up again? It's ancient history. You're not doing it now. Yeah,
Jack,
but
they're
why do you
banned from here.
react to it like that? Why did you let it piss you off?
You see, I always say to him when he gets mad about something,
But he likes it.
I'll say,
James, he likes the drama. That's what I think.
I think in a way he is kind of entertained by a lot of the stuff going on. And I think it's just like, it's a really weird way of like getting amused by it in a sense, because I don't know, I can't explain it, but there's no other way I can really explain him, you know, coming back here so often. I think there's an entertainment factor to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't speak for him. I definitely can't, but yeah.
Jack, what do you want to do in real life? What's your hobbies?
IT, I believe.
I think so.
Have you got any other hobbies?
No. Programming.
Why don't you get into living? Oh, like cooking and all that sort of stuff.
Filmmaking, okay. James, I have kind of a weird question. Just kind of about hobbies, if that's okay. I don't know if James is still here. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I know you go cycling a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken Jack cycling?
Can't ride a bike.
Can't ride a bike.
No.
Oh.
Why?
Would it be worth trying to teach him or something? Because it might turn out to be a really good hobby, and it might get him out of the house more. And
He doesn't have the coordination to do it.
all right, okay.
Literally, physically can't ride a bike.
Yeah, you see, I was about to say, because stuff like outdoor stuff, when I used to, need to get away from things a lot, what I used to do was like hiking.
Yeah.
I used to love hiking and just general outdoor stuff like that, simple outdoor stuff. I
Or
think it could be like
camping. Or
weirdly
camping.
or camping, yeah. It could be like quite beneficial to like learn a whole new side of life. Getting outside, still accompanied by you, but like being able to explore things a bit more and maybe just get his mind out of like, the trolls being the center of his attention.
Is Jack dyspraxic by any chance?
No, he's not diagnosed dyslexic.
All right. Because I'm dyspraxic, like diagnosed, and I couldn't ride a bike for years. But I mean, I know it's different case by case, obviously per person. But I tried like for so long, and I got it eventually. But it took me so much longer than any normal person.
Yeah. No, he.
And handwriting as well. I can't write for shit with my hands. It looks like it looks so bad that you can't decipher it. It's like a different language.
Yeah. No, he. Jack just hasn't got. He's got poor motor skills.
Yeah.
Particularly fine motor skills, like he can't tie his shoelaces. And
I'm going to be honest. I couldn't tie my shoelaces until I was like 16, and it's embarrassing to say, but it's true. I couldn't.
He can walk 100 yards down the road and fall over himself.
Right.
Just doesn't have the coordination to ride a bike.
I don't know. I heard Rick mention camping could be quite fun.
And it's compounded by the fact that he got ran over, didn't he? And
he got run over?
Did he? That's news to me.
That is brand new
news
to me.
He was 13.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, man.
The road to go to the shop, didn't look and just walked straight out in front of a car.
Oh, Chris.
And his leg was like screwed back together in 3 places.
Oh man.
Week, and his leg is fucked as well. Even walking, leg hurts when you get more than a few hundred yards,
Yeah. Oh, wow. You see, I didn't know that.
Oh, I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah, it was entirely his own fault. He literally just stepped out into the road in front of the car and didn't look.
Didn't look, yeah. Jesus.
And this all ties into...
I think I lack of communication as well.
Got lack of a brain, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
That was a joke, Jack. That was a joke.
I know you were joking, but...
Well, don't get so wound up then. This is one of the reasons he doesn't go out on his own. He can't go out without supervision because...
He can't coordinate himself.
He can't coordinate himself. He talks to himself. He'll go to do something and then not remember what he was doing and why he was doing it. And also the behaviour of other people or certain sounds or certain smells or uncontrollable things that may happen can cause him to go into meltdown.
Yeah, I've known a couple of autistic people like that. I understand it's really difficult.
So even though, and the other thing as well, with a lot of autistic people, I mean, it's clear he's autistic, but he manages to mask a lot of it because, when it's just us in the house here and there's nobody listening on the internet or whatever, sometimes he's behaving like a 5-year-old, literally.
Right.
It's like he regresses to being a child again, like a small child. Some of his behavior is like jumping up and down on the bed and shit. It's just not normal behavior.
Like kind of getting hyper and things like that.
Yeah, it's just not normal behavior.
Yeah.
For an adult. It's the stuff you would expect from a child under 10.
This makes a lot more sense now because
absolutely
Jack doesn't tell us a lot of things. So not we collectively. I mean, I can just speak for myself. I just assumed that Jack was just forced to stay inside and shit. That's how he made it sound.
You thought what? That he was forced what?
Forced to stay inside like, all the time, because that's how he makes it sound. Like he never like goes out at all, and like you don't let him leave and shit. Like that's how he makes it up. But it makes more sense with the justification, because he's just made out like, to be honest, he makes out like you're some kind of dictator sometimes, and that's why this impression gets put across.
Why is two of me?
I don't stream.
What the fuck? Why is it two of me?
Hold on, Rick.
Oh, we got a low life.
Okay.
Take him off.
The second time he
Who's hacked into my computer?
Nobody. Hold on. Alicia, do you want to move him for now? Oh, yeah.
I'm moving.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
The second time he went to the shop, week before last or last week or whenever, he nearly got into a fight on the way back, and it's literally like a 2-minute walk down the road and a 2-minute
Really?
walk back. It's just so difficult that the only way I can give him his independence is to go out and leave him to it, because he can't go out on his own, or take him out somewhere with me.
Yeah.
Which isn't always that easy, because I've got other commitments with Ashley.
Absolutely, yeah, I understand. You see, as I'm saying, it was kind of how he phrased things originally. It kind of made it sound like he was just not able to leave.
Jack has high support needs. Like when he attends college, he gets one-to-one support all the time because he needs
Yeah.
it.
Have you ever thought of taking both of your sons camping?
Very nice.
I have, yeah, but neither of them want to go.
I think it'd be fun.
I think it would be brilliant for him.
I'm getting too old for shit like that, Rick.
Oh, you're never too old. Come on.
Get a camping trailer.
That I should take you camping. I said I'm getting too old for shit like that.
Go to Tenby. There's a good on Tenby.
That's what I say. You're in Wales. There's probably some beautiful
Yeah,
places.
There's some really good places in Wales.
Jack, shut up. A bit more thought that's going to need to be put into it than that, like camping gear and tents and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not something. Oh, come on, let's do that tomorrow. It doesn't just happen just like that.
No, it just doesn't happen like that. Me and my husband, we used to go camping all the time, and it's quite hard work.
Yeah, you see,
I'll take him off.
it's something that takes a lot of thought and follow through, but it could be pretty fun. Like I don't
Who?
know.
Take you off.
Louis, I think. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay.
You think he's just playing a game, innit? What one?
He's playing CS:GO.
Yeah, he's fine.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, but as I'm saying, just somewhat to distance himself a little bit.
Oh, take him bowling.
I'm going bowling tomorrow, actually.
Oh, take him bowling. That would really help.
I've got to.
Nation.
I'm actually a bit excited because I finally get to go back to the gym again tomorrow.
I think a bit of the dilemma is, I mean, James is his own person. He doesn't have like unlimited time to like cart Jack around because he's like Jack's an adult and shit.
Jack is missing out on everything. That's what it means.
Jack, can you hear me still? Oh, I don't know. He's like in the background. Kind of.
I heard a whimper.
Yeah, you can hear.
Okay. I was just asking. I heard you mention earlier today. Did you have a drawing tablet?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I've got a drawing tablet. You should try out like digital art. It's kind of a long process, but like it's quite therapeutic, I find.
Well, he had to have one, and he used it for 5 minutes. It's not been used since.
Oh well, you got to get your money's worth.
It's like most of the things he buys.
I was about to say I haven't seen him use VR in a long time. I know he got like an Oculus.
No, he used it and then he stopped using it because I think it's because he started streaming gaming on YouTube and then ended up back on here.
All right.
Bloody hell.
He goes from one distraction to another, and then when he goes into a distraction, it becomes the be all and end all.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, we both got Oculuses, we never use them.
I getting frustrated with him getting out of bed in the morning and sitting on Discord or online until he
Not
goes to bed.
healthy. Yeah, it's really unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be doing stuff around the house.
I wish.
He
There you go,
never
Jack.
does stuff around the house.
No, Rick, he never does anything.
Hey,
Lazy
good
fucker.
routine.
I don't know, but he would rather starve.
He called you lazy, Jack. He called you lazy.
Rather starve than learn how to cook his own food.
Oh, I love
Jack, were
cooking.
you not Jack? Were you not just like do something simple, like just to take your mind off it? Like, why don't you do the washing or something? Because that requires like no effort. You just throw stuff in the machine.
Watch it spin around for a while.
Don't they do like teaching courses where we went before? Where I got diagnosed with autism.
I've literally been offered those before, like life training courses and shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm an Aspie. I'm not fucking. I'm
Doing
not
that
normal.
myself.
Yeah, when I got diagnosed with autism, they were offering like courses where they have a kitchen and they teach you how to cook and stuff.
It's weird now. They don't diagnose Asperger's anymore. They just class it all under ASD, so no one knows what they've really got anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever known anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's an educated guess usually.
Well, you say that it is extremely difficult to get an ASD diagnosis.
Mine took like months, over a year.
It was funny though because once you were in there, they knew within like 30. How long
It
did they
was
talk to you?
within like an hour.
No, it was less than that. They spoke to you for like half hour, Alicia, and by that they were like, "Yep, there you go. There's your diagnosis.
Half hour.
Bye."
Jack didn't get his diagnosis until he was 13.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
got
know,
mine until around the same age.
Mine was last year.
Yeah, but hers was really late because her mum just didn't believe she had it.
So
Yeah.
I actually got some friends who they think they've got autism, like not to like a large extent, but like minor autism or whatever. They considered like getting tested, but they just thought it's not worth it.
It was a long process. It was.
It's too much effort just to be told you're autistic.
It was,
or
yeah,
you
but
might
it's
be-
a relief from it all.
One good thing about it is I get to skip queues in theme parks.
Yeah.
that's
Wait,
about it.
really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
sick.
right.
I was
You
over
get
the moon
queue
when I got
skips.
diagnosed, because
Then you can move on to the support, can't you?
I spent 13 years thinking I was a shit parent and doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
And then when he got diagnosed, it suddenly made sense.
Yeah.
So it goes, isn't it?
Actually, I'm not that shit. There is a reason for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just really awkward, isn't it? Just getting a diagnosis of that. And a lot of people just think, what's the point? Literally, like, they know they have it.
I got
That's
fucking
it.
lot of problems, I have.
Well,
Don't want to hear about my
the
fucking...
problem is, without the diagnosis, you don't get your passport to a lot of support. And then the other problem is once you come out of school, all that support is gone anyway because they don't support you through your education. And as soon as you become an adult, they don't want to know.
Exactly, yeah. It's just like, all right, well, you're done here.
Honestly, for me, it was just an excuse to be a little dickhead at school.
The response I got when trying to get support for Jack, because I have tried regularly, and
Yeah.
another meeting with social services coming up soon, hopefully. But the response I get is, well, he doesn't meet the criteria in that they think because he's academically intelligent.
Yeah,
You've got no idea how you do, obviously, but most people have no idea how hard it is to get like social workers or social carers or anything for people.
Exactly.
Like not for me specifically, but I've seen like someone supposed to be try for so long, and they keep being told they don't qualify.
It's impossible. The only way you tend to get support these days is if you do something wrong, so they have to do something.
Yeah, it's backwards, isn't it?
Basically,
Yeah.
you get support if you commit an offence.
I was about to say, a lot of it's issued out now in the bloody courtroom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't get any support if you go asking for it because it's like, well, you're in education, you get an educational support, and you don't meet the criteria for. Now Jack is diagnosed moderate learning disability as well as ASD.
Right.
Even that, it has
Has he got a proposal?
No, Jack hasn't got physical disability. It's all psychological, neurological rather. He
Is he autistic?
Yeah, he's
What
autistic.
do you mean, Jack? What do you mean, Rick? What do you mean we've been talking about for ages?
Come on, man.
keep up, Rick.
Oh yeah.
You know, wind it back a bit. We'll talk about.
I'll go.
We might have to go back from the beginning of the conversation here. Just catch up.
I know he's autistic. I know that.
You know, I don't know why it's in the back of my head. I keep chuckling to myself about that story about the stolen garden.
Oh my! I'm not gonna lie. It is that is one of the.
Rick, did you find out who stole your garden?
No.
You know what you should do next time?
How do you steal a garden? I'm so confused.
I must have been asleep.
No, but how do you steal a garden?
I don't fucking know.
What's the physical process of stealing a garden?
We bring a digger in.
Lots of wheelbarrows.
I was about to say, you know what? I'm going to go out tomorrow, right? I've only got AstroTurf,
Night
but like,
time. It happened
gonna,
in the night time. I thought the dog would have barked.
oh yeah. Well, I'm going to nail down my grass even harder this time. Just in case.
On your AstroTurf.
I'm going to put some extra nails in.
Can't have shit in Bristol.
I got a metal gate now.
Jesus, man, it's crazy. I hope you move soon, man, because it's like I haven't known that many like delivery people turn up.
Yeah, that's awful.
You are single-handedly
really
the most trolled person I've ever met.
Like
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's
sure
awful.
the amount of deliveries Jack gets.
And I know
like,
Jack.
1 by 10, and it's like, there's Rick.
It's terrible.
I loads today.
This is why I don't like, and I'm quite vocal about it. I don't like people trolling Rick because God, I don't do this now.
I have a full-blown arguments with some of the trolls because I'm saying
No,
you're
I've
doing
actually
taxis
been
and
in
they're
hospital twice because of these bloody trolls.
No,
Yeah.
I don't agree with people that troll Rick. It's not necessary. It's spiteful.
I want the t-shirt. I've had shit sent to my house before, like really bad, like years ago when I got doxed and shit.
Yeah,
It's not fun.
I don't know what I'll do. I'd probably be quite freaked out. How did someone get my address? But
It's scary.
I mean, yeah. I think the main worry for me is when like all the stuff online becomes like it starts leaking into your real world. If that makes any sense.
I'll be back now, guys. I just gotta take some ibuprofen.
All right,
Okay.
I mean, I'm long gone from there anyway now, so like my docs are just completely wrong. So that's funny.
Yeah, I'm just like stealing a garden, man.
What the hell?
I can kind of talk about him a bit more because he's gone now, but like, Jesus.
I had to mute and deafen my mic, and I laughed to myself for like a solid 5-10 minutes.
I think that's like the second most insane thing that's happened to him.
His garden was stolen.
I think the first most insane thing I believe was he had like a friend around called Phil.
Do you want to hear the best one?
Go on.
I've just been working out ram sizes.
You know when we were getting trolled with all the takeaways?
Yeah.
And the fire service turning up on night.
What? Fire service?
Yeah. That was
That's not right.
The best one of the lot was at about 2:30 in the morning one night.
Someone sent 2 prostitutes.
Yeah, 2 prostitutes.
What?
2 prostitutes.
I know who did it. It was Jade. It was Jade and Bentley who did it.
That makes you feel.
Is that the guy in the server?
Did it like laughing about
Papa,
it?
is that the guy?
No, it wasn't.
Is that the guy in the server? That Jade?
Yeah, I don't know if it was actually him though.
2 prostitutes turned up, and then when I went to the door to see what the fuck was going on at 2:30 in the morning, and they didn't speak English, and I'm like, no,
Where the fuck did they come from?
I don't know, but there's a guy in a white BMW outside, and he looked really fucking pissed off.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, and I reported that to the police as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest. Jesus.
It was almost like when Deluxe or whatever his name is, when he was saying about the text when they were texting him, like testing me, didn't believe I did hand it all over to the police, and that's why I'm like, there's nothing clever about giving me someone's details that are real.
Yeah.
If you were wondering,
shut up.
Okay, I'm just saying. If you were wondering,
I'm not wondering. I'm talking.
Okay, I was just. You were wondering, yeah, but I was just telling you something.
Well, you can tell me later.
You were wondering.
You don't stop me mid-sentence, Jack. You wait. God, your social skills are ridiculous.
I should try that, to be honest.
I'm suffering with my bones now.
But to
Ow.
rather than just say I'm not telling you who I am, or to completely
giving like another person.
Why give me the actual real details of a person who isn't even involved?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused about that.
I am telling you, they would have got a knock on the door from the police about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really crazy. I don't know. I've had like full blown arguments with some of Rick's trolls before.
How much?
I'll let you talk.
RAM is in fucking 16 gig.
You were trying to interrupt me to tell me you worked out how much RAM was in 16 gig.
Jack, didn't you get 3 A stars or three distinction stars?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And you've just worked out how much RAM is in 16 gig?
1600.
Are you pulling my leg?
He's pulling my leg. Yeah, well...
It's 16,382 megabytes.
Yes.
No. Very clever, Jack. Do you want a biscuit?
Exactly.
Oh, I'd love a biscuit.
1 gigabyte is roughly 1,024 megabytes.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying...
It's not roughly, though. It is exactly.
I'm not stupid.
Okay. I was...
gigabytes is...
Come on.
It's 32...
Just wait it out. It's like
I'll just wait it out.
It's like Nuki the Fallout, and you just got to wait for it to pass.
Yeah. But it's like 32,000 and something.
Where did that guy go anyway?
What guy?
Deluxe?
Yeah, he got banned.
He got banned.
Why? What for?
Jack hates him.
I don't like him. Unless you want him back and if you want to speak to him.
I don't want to talk to him.
Alright.
I just thought
The trolls are banned now.
I just thought it was incomprehensible that someone would actually give me the name of address of a real person.
I know.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that Dylan VPS?
Because I'm sure he
I
thought
don't know.
I was telling him I was making up.
Yeah. I mean, I was just about to say earlier on the topic of takeaways and stuff like that. I've actually had full-blown arguments before with like some of Rick's trolls. You see, there's like people that just kind of mess with him, and then there's people that like deliver a bunch of stuff to his house. There's like two sides of it.
Yeah.
And I've had a full-blown argument with them before because they keep on thinking it's funny to order taxis.
Well, this deluxe thought it was funny, and I'm like, well, do you not feel for the businesses that are losing the money?
I understand. I especially feel for taxi drivers. They like to order taxis, and they have to pay for their own petrol, for their own car's maintenance.
I've had that happen to me a few times.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
Cough! Someone who's saying a finger blast Max. Cough!
Alright, Jack. Jack, sorry, Rick.
We did have taxis once, but that only lasted only so many taxi companies around here. So
take this fucking George off.
You know, I remember years ago when this is years ago now when I can't remember who, but someone in my old friend group.
Who? No. George.
Yeah.
What's George done?
What's he done?
It's put finger blast in.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
anyway, this was years ago in my old friend group squadron. I can't remember who it was, but someone booked